EA Sports. It's in the game.
Is it? Is it in the game?
I hope so.
I'd hope so too. Hadn't been in the game for years for a while.
No. Welcome to Gamepad Cycle Podcast. I'm Eric.
Kishion.
And in today's episode, we are going to talk about the Madden franchise in its entirety.
Oh, shit.
So you better lace up your cleats, grab your helmet, and buckle up that chin strap.
Because we're going to do a lot of praising and a lot of shitting on today. That is for sure.
Hopefully more praising, but I don't know. We will see.
I'm going to be Ryan Moody 21 today in some of these games. Shout out to Ryan Moody, one of the biggest Madden haters out there. I will say.
I never checked him out.
Huh?
I haven't checked him out.
It's entertaining to watch his videos for sure. But then I'm like, you know what, Ryan? We get it. We get it, man. Madden is what it used to be.
Right.
Things don't always stay the same.
Very far away from the earlier years.
Mm-hmm.
I usually wait for Angry Joe to drop his Madden reviews.
Angry Joe's good too.
So
I love Angry Joe. It's one of my favorite Puerto Ricans out there.
Yeah. So my new thing is always when he sees blue. I guess there was something about some game selling a cosmetic thing blue. I think he has a shirt. It's like, blue? What do you mean blue? So
24 said, huh? But yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Madden.
Excuse me.
So
John Madden.
what was your first Madden experience?
Well, it's a little blurry now, but I do want to say it was the NES.
SNES or NES? Did he came out with a Madden game on NES? What?
SNES. 'Cause I remember Dad bringing home some game, but when we go through the years, no, divulge the consoles or that I came on. But,
Yeah.
But I want to say, early 90s. What about for you?
That was Madden, first John Madden football on NES. SNES. SNES. Excuse me.
The Super Nintendo.
Almost done with beer one, ladies and gentlemen.
Almost.
Yep. Going on beer two, just right.
There you go. So, I mean, you may be asking yourself, why is John Madden so important?
Importante?
I can't talk.
Importante.
You may be asking yourself, why is John Madden so important?
What?
So for the people out there and the listeners that, may not know who John Madden is.
There's a lot of people that don't.
Mm-hmm. I'll give a little backstory.
Mm-hmm.
I'll try not to take the whole time.
Oh, no, you go right ahead because I take the whole time explaining shit. So
Hey, that's good. It's information for them.
yes.
We know they like info. Give them something to go home with.
Yeah. It's like, oh, yeah, this black guy, these two black guys on the radio show or podcast, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, they've been rambling about this, and I just didn't understand it, but it was good stuff.
Right. Exactly. So John Madden was born April 10th, 1936 in Austin, Minnesota.
Oh, shit.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah.
Did not know he was from Minnesota.
So-
Okay.
We're going to fast forward to his high school days where he played football. He played on both sides, offense and defense. He also played baseball as a catcher. He did play football at a few different colleges,
Mm-hmm.
which included a stop at the University of Oregon. He ended up being redshirted because of a knee injury in 1954.
Okay.
In 1959, he was drafted by the Philadelphia Eagles at the offensive tackle position, but his pro career was cut short.
What happened?
He hurt the other knee in training camp.
Sounds like my life.
So I was like, dang, just getting started. Boom.
Tough acting tonight. Had to swallow my beer. I would have had it more timely than that.
Right. After his career was cut short, he went into coaching and started in 1960 at Allen Hancock College in Santa Maria, California. He was the assistant coach there and then became the head coach in 1962.
Oh, that beer cracked. It was great.
Heard it. In 1963, he made his way to San Diego State as a defensive assistant coach, and he was there until 1966. In 67, he became the linebacker coach of the Oakland Raiders.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Chris Berman there.
Yeah.
And then he became the head coach of the Raiders in 69. He would coach for them for 10 years, or 10 seasons, and he would retire from coaching in 78. But before he retired, in 77, he would win the Super Bowl, in Super Bowl 11 against
Kenny
the Vikings.
motherfucking Stabler, baby. That long-haired bastard. That man was pretty. He was a pretty boy.
Yeah.
Out here slinging that ball around. You had a good team.
Yes, he did. So there is I guess, I don't say asterisk, but at the time that he won the Super Bowl, they only had 14 regular season games.
So what's the asterisk behind that? That was just 14?
Well, in his 10 seasons coaching, his record was 103 wins, 32 losses, and 7 ties. And he went 9-7 in the postseason. It's just that he was the winningest coach in franchise history for the Raiders. And he's also the youngest to win 100 games.
Oh, shit.
So that's why not so much an asterisk, but because today they play, 17 games now?
No, I'm about to be 18
So,
soon.
yeah.
No, I think they're talking about 18 next season.
They are talking about 18, yeah.
They're going to wear these people down.
Well,
That's how they pay you less.
right. Because I don't know. Because I remember preseason used to be 4 games.
Now it's down to 2 games.
Is it 2? There's 3.
I think it's 3.
I think some might play 2 or 3. I don't know, but
Well, it might be 3. I mean, because of the injuries and stuff like that. But you know where that stems from? Oh, God, now we're going to go down this rabbit hole. But that stems from not having all this contact.
Yeah.
You got to have contact. I mean, prime example.
Because I don't even think they have contact in practice now.
Very little.
Yeah, if any, yeah.
They're sudden, really, more or less than anything. They're not going full contact. But prime example, when I was in college, we had a game where we tackled shittily.
Mm-hmm.
There was 0 to no tackling whatsoever. We got thrashed. I know me and a couple of my teammates, we went up to coach. I'm like, hey, we need to hit more in practice.
Gotta get that, I don't know.
Get those jitters out.
Yeah, get the jitters out, game speed with hit.
And then not only that, that's something you have to practice every time. And I mean, anyone who listens or has played football or whatever it may be, each level you get to, there is no fundamental refresher on tackling. Mm-hmm. Coaches are like, you already know what you need to do. Your game speed, we're going right now. And some people aren't good enough to remember that. As weird as that sounds.
Yeah, I was going to say that. Like, it sounds weird.
But I mean, you think about it. You were done for a whole off season, which is 6 to 7 months.
Yes.
Of no contact whatsoever.
Contact, yeah.
And then now you're getting back into doing contact. Well, in order to get back into it, you have to have volume and then steadily decrease that volume. So obviously you're not getting injuries and stuff like that. You steadily decrease it. You don't keep increasing and you don't keep it the same, but you need to have enough to where your guys are ready to go and they know the feeling. They got it. They get in there and they just fucking play like dogs. They don't have that anymore.
Yeah.
And I think that's a huge thing in that, but go on. I'm listening.
I don't know. I mean, because, before the first 4 weeks of the season, some teams came out slow, still looked like they were going on the motions.
Yeah, that's from non-contact.
So,
it's from non-contact.
So, I mean, I don't mind the preseason games going away because, I don't know, you can still get injured anywhere. Aaron Rodgers, 5 plays in, tears his ACL. It's
Achilles.
Achilles,
yeah.
ACL. Achilles, yes. And then even Tom Brady with the knee injury, week 1.
No, that was a pretty nasty hit he took though. But so here's my thing. So here's what getting rid of the preseason does to the incoming guys. It doesn't give them an opportunity.
Okay, yeah.
So
that's true.
I really don't think 4 preseason games is enough to understand your team, right? But obviously it's a business. Money's involved.
That's true.
You got to cut you got to cut the fat where you cut it, right? And there are some people who have, got the short end of the stick. Probably, I kid you not. There have been opportunities where I've played,
and I had been better than the starters, but then still looked over. I don't know if that was political or whatever it may be. Fine, whatever. That's just part of life sometimes. But there are probably guys out there that make these practice squads that are probably
better than
the goddamn starters. And somehow the starters are still favorited over these guys that are just way better.
Yeah.
I know a lot of you guys probably, well, I don't know a lot, but I know some of you guys have experienced it in some situation.
Some way, yeah.
But taking those preseason games, if they take them all away, then it's kind of hard to evaluate players. And
That's
I think
true.
the value of the draft won't be as good anymore because now they're just going to go off of the first round drafters and maybe some of the second round. And then any late round picks after that, I would say from 1 to 3, that's going to be crucial. But any other late round, no, because it's 1 to 3 now that are pretty good picks. It'd actually be first round and maybe early second, halfway in second. If you take away the preseason games, because then those are going to be all prolific players coming out of college. And we already know college players who are the man are not necessarily the man in the NFL. Tim Tebow being one.
Right.
Although he was the winningest quarterback out of his draft class, so we can give him that. Right.
But the games now is a little different from when Tebow was there.
Right. So then let's see who just got drafted.
Like Caleb Williams, QB from USC.
You know what? Here's don't get me fucking started.
I mean, sometimes these great players go to bad teams and
wait. Are you telling me Caleb Williams is a great player? Is a good player?
I'm sure he's decent, but the talent in Chicago may not show everything.
Okay. So let's have a talk, brother.
Let's have a
talk. We're supposed to be talking about Madden, but we're getting off football now.
There.
We'll get to Madden. But all right. Let's look at I'm not gonna really call out Caleb Williams because he did have a pretty decent college career. Better than Sam Darnold. Anyway, so there's a reason why I said that too. There's a reason why I said that too. I hate Sam Darnold. I can't stand him.
But look when he was in Jets, right?
Yeah. He was in a bad situation. All right, let me get to that. Let me get to that. All right. Let's talk about the Bears first.
Yeah.
It's not Caleb Williams. It's the fucking Bears.
Yeah.
Okay. Any of you Bears fans out there, you know what? You can love me or hate me. I don't give a good goddamn, but I'm going to say this. I know you can agree with me. Y'all need help.
A lot.
And it's not the players. It's at the top. Y'all need help. How do you draft Mitch Trubisky? We're going that far back. Mitch Trubisky was a decent player. I wouldn't say he was great.
Okay. Yeah.
He got the job done when it needed to be done at times.
Yes.
Okay. How do you, and then not only that, everyone gets mad at him for not progressing when he couldn't get reins of the offense to begin with. Not only that offense was so fucking safe. That offense was so safe. That's why he was so good that first year, or decent that first year.
Yeah.
And then the same offense the next year didn't do so well because you didn't give him reins to fucking change calls. Because
that's definitely a problem.
Yeah, that's a huge problem.
Yeah.
That means I don't have any faith in my quarterback, and what I say goes. Well, Mr. Coach, I don't know who the coach was then. Probably not important because they're not there anymore. But I'm the one that's on the field.
Yeah.
Yes, you give me read 1 should be open if this happens, read 2 should be open when this happens, read 3 should be open when this happens. None of those happen, you do the dump off. The dump off's not there, throw the ball away or try to make a play. You know what I mean? I get it. There's fundamentals you follow, A through Z. But again, I'm on the field, you're not. If I'm seeing something different, I'm going to go to that different thing.
Yeah.
Because that's what's going to work at the end of the day. That's something I don't like when coaches are like that, when they want to have full control and not understand, like, your philosophy is one thing, but how it plays out on every play isn't going to work the same as what you've seen it as.
Right. Because he's on the field. He's the one seeing it in front of him. I mean, the side perspective is one thing. The Up in the
press box is another thing. But being on the field, that's the ultimate view.
Mm-hmm.
Simple, plain and simple. So they get rid of Mitch Trubisky. Everyone's like, oh, Mitch Trubisky ain't doing nothing. You're not doing nothing. Okay, Bears fans, I get you. You're not happy with your quarterback, fine.
But they didn't allow him to do anything. So,
right.
Okay.
So your coach is upstairs with your first mistake there, but y'all didn't want to see that.
Mm-hmm.
Secondly, you draft Justin Fields. Now, came off of a pretty damn good couple seasons at Ohio State, or at least one season, I think. I don't know. I can't remember.
Yeah, I don't follow Ohio State too much.
Neither do I. I'm not a big Ohio State.
Unless they're playing
Michigan. They got good players that come out of there, though.
Yes.
So, yeah, you get this man. This man goes through 4 different coordinators. And I'm exaggerating, but quite a few different coordinators every year he's played.
Mm-hmm. That's difficult.
And Justin Fields isn't the answer. Fine. Yeah. He may not have been. If you had one coordinator, he still may not have been the answer. Jesus, I'm hiccuping or burping, one of the two.
Mm-hmm.
He still may not have been the answer, right? But how can you develop, and Baker Mayfield, the same thing. How can you develop a quarterback when you have multiple coordinators coming in and changing the offense?
Plays, yes.
And if anyone that hasn't played football at a higher level, like college or anything like that, like I have, plays are difficult on offense.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes coaches are running 2 plays at once, and depending on the setup of the scheme the defense is in, I mean, you can, and when they make these hot calls and all the rest of the good stuff, when you hear them on TV,
yeah,
like I can pick up on some of those just because I play defense and I know these things.
Mm-hmm.
I know some of these things, and I've played for a long time. Like you're calling 2 and 3 plays at a time sometimes.
Right.
That's difficult, especially if you've learned a whole playbook like that, or maybe half of one playbook because you only played a year with that offensive coordinator, and then you come with another coordinator that has pretty much like almost the same thing, but now you got the names changed and all the rest of the good stuff. Maybe the concept is the same, but memorizing now different routes, different blocking packages, different blocking schemes, different spell packages for the running back. Now it's different.
Mm-hmm.
That's too much to ask for a young guy.
Yes. I think it's a little different now. There is an interview with Tom Brady. He talks about how the game is dumbed down now, even more than what it was.
It should be.
Come straight out of college and just fit right in.
It should be.
But one example I have is Jason Campbell came out of Auburn. Then I think he went to the Redskins.
Yes, he did. One of Dad's favorites.
And they just kept changing the coordinator on him. I'm like, how is this guy supposed to learn
Same
if
with
they
Mark
keep
Brunell.
changing?
Same with Mark Brunell, yeah. Mark Brunell had the same exact thing.
In Jacksonville, or where was he before
when he was with the Redskins.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. That's right. He did go over there. So it's more of the Redskins just having an issue keeping, I guess, an appropriate coaching staff.
Yeah, but anyway, now you get rid of Justin Fields
Mm-hmm.
because, he's not the answer, but yet I've had like 3, 4, 8 different coordinators for the one quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
And then now we're going with the same thing with Caleb Williams. We're going to draft Caleb Williams. Now, Caleb Williams, I don't, in my personal opinion, when he came in for Spencer Rattler,
Yeah.
he was a breath of fresh air. Nobody knew about him. Could make plays, could make great throws at Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm.
And then his second year, he was pretty decent. He was still good, winning games. And then when he transferred to USC, what's his name? The coach, I can't remember his coach's name. Lincoln Riley. Lincoln Riley went over there. Then he transferred over there. And he was just kind of mediocre. Mediocre. In my mind, anyway. I might be rustling someone's feathers. If so, comment, damn it. Comment.
I don't know.
Because I love to get in this debate. I love football debates.
With, depending on the teams that they're playing. Because each, I guess, conference plays a little different.
But Big 12 defenses and Pac-18. Pac-18.
They need to update those numbers.
Yeah, they do. Pac-18 defenses. I'm going to tell you this. Big 12 defenses are probably worse than Pac-18 defenses. Mm-hmm. I know it's like Pac-10. Okay, I'm just saying Pac-18 because they used to have like 18 million teams there.
But now Pac-12's gone now, essentially. But
yeah, this is really like less than 10 teams now there.
Mm-hmm. One good example was when BYU played Colorado. Where's BYU's in the? Where are they in now?
Mountain West?
Are they in the Mountain West?
No, I think they moved. So I remember BYU moved from the WAC to the Mountain West.
Mm-hmm. It was just
something.
I don't know. The offensive line were just big beefcake boys, and Colorado's more thinned out players.
Yeah,
so.
speed.
Yeah, but bowl games are interesting.
Bowl games are very interesting because you just get two different. I mean, you get two different play style conferences.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you kind of get that through this year or the season, but they work out their schedule to obviously fit them so they can have their quote unquote undefeated season.
Right. No, I guess. But let me finish this excerpt real quick about the Bears. Bears, y'all need to get this shit together. Caleb Williams is here, and everyone's like, he's not the answer because this, and this. No, a lot of Bears fans now is realizing, it's the O-line.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize Justin Fields was running for his life the last few years, and now we see Caleb Williams running for his life his first
Doing the
year.
Same thing, yeah.
Something's got to give. It's not the quarterbacks they draft, although I think Justin Fields is a much better quarterback than Caleb Williams is. Yeah. It's the Bears. So there you go, Bears fans.
Sorry, Bears.
I love you guys, but y'all got to get your shit together. It's not 85 anymore, okay? It's really not. Although y'all still bring great talent like Thomas Jones. Thomas Jones was there? Thomas Jones,
not familiar.
Thomas Jones.
It's not coming to me at the
No,
moment.
not Thomas Jones. I thought Thomas Jones played for the Bears. Well, yeah, Kishion Carter played for the
Bengals.
The Bengals, yeah. Who'd y'all have? A-Train?
Mike Allstott.
Mike Allstott did not play at the Bears, did he?
Oh, who are you talking about?
No, A-Train. They called him A-Train. Anthony something.
A-Train, the Bear. Let's see. Hey, I'm a Bucs fan, so A-Train straight going to Allstott.
I mean, Walter Payton, there you go. Walter Payton. Yeah, the fridge. I mean, no, we're not going to 85. Fuck that. Fuck all that. Y'all had your year. Enjoy it.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. Anthony A-Train Thomas.
Yeah, that's who it was. Anthony Thomas. And then you had, who else did you have? You had some they had some pretty recent, like Tariq Cohen.
When I think of the Bears, I think of Devin Hester.
Yeah, Devin Hester. They had Johnny Knox before he had that horrific injury. Remember he was bent in half, just about. Yeah, that's terrible.
Brian Urlacher,
Peanut Tillman. Like, they had some the Bears have had really good defenses for many years, and they have had really good players, good offensive players too. You had Brandon Marshall, you had Jay Cutler, you had You know what? And this is my thing too. I think Jay Cutler and Brandon Marshall were the start. A lot of teams doing this now, where you got Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase,
yeah.
And then who are some other teams that have that?
Like as in
like college duos, quarterback receiver duos.
Okay.
That might be the only thing I can think of right now.
Let's see.
There might be more. There might be more.
Oh, well, no, because McLaurin was already there before but
Jaden Daniels.
Jaden Daniels got there, yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember. But I mean, I think Jay Cutler and Brandon Marshall were the start of that.
Okay, that makes sense.
I mean, if you think about it.
Yeah. Brandon Marshall.
I'm sure there's some other teams. That do that. But anyway, shout out to the good Bears teams. Minus the 85 Bears team, because they won the Super Bowl. We know they were great. God damn it. Leave that alone, okay? But yeah, what was my next point? I went in all that, and then Sam Darnold. God damn, Sam Darnold. All right, this one's gonna be quick. Okay. So the only reason why I don't like Sam Darnold is because I believe his college career was very short. It was only like 2 years.
Okay, so he didn't go to like junior college or anything?
He might have went to junior college. I'm not sure. But I mean, he got recruited high coming out of high school. But I mean, for the high praise that he got, I don't think he did
much.
No, I don't think he did much at all.
Not enough for. I gotcha.
I mean, and again, I played long enough to know like who are some dogs and who are not. Right?
Yeah.
And not saying Sam Darnold isn't a dog by any means. I think he's a great player.
Just sometimes they fall into a great situation.
Yeah, but I don't think he's as good as people think he is. That's just me.
Yeah.
And,
I mean, you know,
got
well,
everybody out there saying, oh, well, you're just a couch scout. That's what
Yeah.
you are. Nah, bitch, I'm not a couch scout. I played the damn game for years. Like,
Right.
that was my life for a while. Like, went ahead, did college, tried out the CFL level. Like,
Mhm.
and it was nice to know someone that knew someone.
Yes,
Because they saw my talent and they were like, you know what? I think you're good for this.
Mhm.
Went ahead and did that. And I don't think I told you this. I don't think I've told anybody this in the family.
Breaking news.
But did you know after that, I was going to sign a contract to play in Europe?
No, I did not know that.
Mm-hmm.
With one of their professional teams. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
No, you didn't
And that
tell
was
me.
the year I tore my ACL because I was going to sign the contract at the end of the
no.
season.
Oh my gosh, I remember that game.
Yeah,
You told us to watch,
Yeah,
and we're looking like, where's he at?
I'm on the ground.
That was a bummer.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I think that's it. I think this is the end of the road. And I rehabbed. I got back into it. I actually about 7 months after surgery.
I was about to say, yeah.
I was sprinting near full speed.
Okay.
And then my therapist at that time, he goes, hey, when you said you were going to go back on the field, because I was going to play with my traveling team again and then try to go ahead and get some more film and then get out there. And I said, oh yeah, by the beginning of this next season. He goes, oh no.
Uh-oh.
For you, let's be real.
Yeah.
You're not a professional player. You don't have all the resources that they do. And that's why they can come back so early. But that's also why they re-injure that ACL. It takes about a year and a half, almost 2, to actually feel normal. And I'm like,
that makes sense because you would see the players kind of, I don't know. It doesn't look like they're full speed. You can see them being very cautious.
Who was a guy that tore his ACL that came back? J.K. Dobbins. He's the running back for the Ravens. I don't know anymore, but a couple of years ago he came back off of ACL injury, and he did not look the same at all. Did not look the same. Not like Adrian Peterson. That's a different story.
I can't explain that.
Yeah, no one can explain that.
I was like, what?
No one can explain that.
Because he got injured like in the playoffs and was back by
last game of the season.
Week
17.
Season.
Came back the next season and almost broke the rushing record.
Yeah.
Huh?
Exactly. I didn't
believe
that. I was like, holy cow.
But yeah, that was
I guess that was different between running back and a receiver.
Yeah. I mean,
and mind you, Adrian Peterson wasn't some tiptoeing running back.
No.
He was a
thunderous horse coming down.
I'm coming to take your head off.
Yeah. I'll break your ankle or I'll kill you. I'd rather kill you than break your ankle, though.
Oh, man.
But yeah, we're going to talk about their attributes in these games. But yeah, that's what happened to me. I almost went and played professionally. I talked to the guy. They said it wasn't a huge number, but for 3-4 months, $30K.
Yeah. Hey, why not?
I would have been there
just for the experience.
The experience, yeah. But sometimes I say this jokingly, but I think God hates me sometimes. But there's a plan for everything.
Yes.
So
always a plan.
6 years later, still trying to get over that, but there is somewhere.
Yeah.
There is somewhere.
Eventually, I think you will.
Yeah, over my dead body. How I'm feeling, it doesn't matter.
Sorry for venturing off there, ladies, gentlemen, listeners. Now back to John Madden. So let's go over his little sports, or not as little, but his sports casting career. He started his broadcasting career with CBS in 1979 and worked with them until they lost the rights to broadcast NFL games in 1993. So this is how he made the move over to Fox. Because, Fox was still new-ish. Yeah, newish.
To sports anyway.
Sports, cable network or cable company. They were new to the game.
Yeah.
And of course, someone comes into the game, just throwing money at everything. But they finally got Madden. And then they started showing games in 94. He would stay with Fox until 2001 and then move over to ABC, and he would commentate the Monday Night Football games And he did that from 2002 to 2005. He then moved to NBC to commentate Sunday night games from 06 to 08. And Madden called his final game, which was Super Bowl 43 on February 1st, 2009.
Who played that year?
Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Arizona Cardinals.
That was a good ass game too.
It was.
That was a great game.
It was in Tampa.
Yeah, I know.
At the new Sombrero. God, I haven't heard that in a long time.
The new Sombrero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, by then it was 15 years old by then.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah.
I mean, look, what a hell of a game to call, first off.
Yes.
I mean, that was a great send-off for him. So Steve, okay, so everyone that doesn't know, I've mentioned Steve before. Steve was one of my good childhood friends. I still talk to this day. He was actually supposed to be on the podcast today to talk about Madden because we had some stories. I'll probably mention them later. But we'd always make fun of John Madden.
Oh gosh, why?
Well, we got the watery eyes and the yellow teeth.
Oh yeah.
Stuff. My man was looking rough every time. But you know what? He called a goddamn game.
Yeah.
Tell you, that man was looking rough. We're like the man can't. It didn't even make sense. And one of the commentating in Madden, he said 90% of the game is half mental. How does that work? How does that work mathematically?
Yeah.
But I mean, in football terms, yeah, it works. 90% of the game is half mental.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh man, golly. But yeah, the Madden tour bus too.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So there was that Madden tour bus he did every Monday night or Sunday night. I think it was Monday night.
Monday. But then I probably think when he moved to Sunday, they did the same thing.
Did they?
Remember NBC doing something like that?
Yeah, he did the Madden tour bus, and he had like the Madden player of the night or something
of the
like
night.
that.
Yeah, player of the game. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was
print
pretty
out their
cool,
picture,
too.
throw it on the bus.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. Nice little segment for him.
Yes. So, one thing some people may not know is that he didn't like to fly.
Yep.
So that's why he had the tour bus.
Yeah, so he had the tour bus, yep. Yep.
On October 29th, 1960, a plane carrying members of the California Polytechnic State University football team, and Madden was very close to them, had crashed and claimed 16 players, a booster, and a team student manager.
Damn.
It wasn't known until 79 that he really didn't like flying.
Mm.
I guess he suffered a panic attack, and of course it had to happen in Tampa for some reason. If you can't tell, I'm a Tampa Bay Buccaneers fan.
It's the cocaine y'all got over there.
But Madden has stated that the fears he had about flying do not involve the height, the height of flying in the air, flying with the turbulence, but it was about being claustrophobic, being in the small area.
Airbus, yeah.
So that is why he does not like to fly.
That's interesting because you're in a small area when you're driving a bus or a car.
Yeah, but you can hop out in case something happens.
I guess.
So when you're in a plane, you're like
stuck in the air.
Yeah.
That's why you got
nowhere.
You got the bottom of your seats for life rafts, vests,
right?
Anything like that. I mean, it's 50-50 chance.
That's true. So yeah, that's a little backstory on John Madden.
Johnny.
So yeah, listeners, share your thoughts.
Also memories about John Madden.
Yes.
Yeah, your favorite game he commented or commentated, or just the games themselves.
Yes, he did sadly pass away in 2020.
Yeah, 2021.
21.
Because Madden 23 was his.
They put him back on the cover. Yeah,
on the cover. 23.
So
yeah, that was a sad day in the football world. I mean, anyone who goes down in the football world, just as a former player myself, let me stop, because Eric used to play too, but he doesn't like to share his accomplishments.
I just play little Pop Warner football.
Yeah, but can you tell the audience who you played against?
Who did I play against? Oh yeah. I guess we can shout it out there.
So who'd you play against?
Went to school with Reggie Nelson.
Yeah.
So
did he go to O'Galley?
I believe 1 year he did.
Okay.
Then he went to Palm Bay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I told you. We also played in I used to call it grade school. For 5th and 6th graders, they had like a flag football.
Oh, like Creole,
little
right?
thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Played
What
against
else
them
is
there
that?
too.
Yeah.
Played
Reggie
against them in
Nelson.
Pop Warner.
You played
But
against Joe Cohen.
Did I?
Yes, you did.
Huh.
Yes, you did.
Interesting.
If y'all don't know who Reggie Nelson and Joe Cohen are, those are former NFL players. Reggie Nelson played for over 10 years in the NFL. He played for the Jacksonville Jags. He played for the Cincinnati Bengals, and he was a
Don't forget the Oakland Raiders.
Yes, he was a captain at the Oakland Raiders.
Was he? Oh,
Yes,
wow.
he was.
I didn't know that.
Yes, started at safety. I think he played majority of his
Corner, right?
No, safety.
Safety?
He played safety. In high school, he played linebacker.
Dang.
If you remember, he played middle linebacker.
Huh. No, I didn't know.
I think this was around when you hurt your shoulder.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Speaking of my
Played
shoulder.
against Joe Cohen.
It's hurting me
What
now.
else did you play against? You played against Mike Hamilton.
No. Was he already there?
No, Mike Hamilton.
He's
Mike
older than me.
Hamilton played for Melbourne.
Oh, I thought he was older than me.
No,
Maybe I'm thinking
I
of
think
someone
so.
different.
He wasn't that. He was in high school the same year you were. He might have been older than you by like a year.
Mm-hmm.
But I know you probably played against him in Pop Warner
Okay.
or whatever PAL league we played.
Well, I call it Pop Warner. But
Yeah,
yeah.
it definitely was Pop Warner.
Little League football.
Like who else? Who else did you play against? I'm trying to think. But I will say this. I know when I went to watch this man's games, he was going toe to toe with Reggie.
Mm-hmm.
You can't tell me nothing. And if anyone's a Reggie Nelson fan or a relative or whatever it is, come at me because I will send location because I've seen these games. I'm not saying this to say it because I've seen the games. Like my brother was a skilled player all around, even played defense. So I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that. But anyway, let's not downplay that. But
yeah.
But anyone who is lost in the football realm, whether you're a current player, former player, up and coming, it's tough.
Mm-hmm.
It's a tough thing to hear. When was it Demaryius Thomas when he took his own life? You know what I mean? Obviously John Madden passing away. There was another this guy that played on the Broncos who was shot and killed. I can't remember his name, but this was very recent. It was within the last few years. But yeah, when you hear stuff like that, it's tough.
It is.
It's tough, especially when you're very empathetic like I am. It's just, puts a damper on your day for a minute, but at the same time, it kind of, allows you to kind of remember that, hey, we're given this life once.
Mm-hmm.
So shout out to everybody that's playing football, has played football, about to be playing football, doing their thing.
Do the thing.
Appreciate you.
Enjoy it. Have fun with it.
Yeah. Now we got our nephew coming up, so y'all got to stop him. So we'll see.
All right. So we got info about John Madden. Now let's talk about EA because that is very important.
It's very important.
The founder of EA is William Murray Hawkins III, or Trip Hawkins.
Trip.
His drive to create a digital football game came from the Strat-O-Matic football game.
Was that little thing that it vibrated and you put the little things on there?
I think so. It's like a tabletop board game. If you enjoy math, this will be the game for you. Because I guess you had to calculate certain calculations and it'd be like, look at a card and it's like, here's your stats. But if you enjoy math, you would have enjoyed that. But I will say this guy has lived life.
I'm sure.
Because, So he worked at Apple, then he left in 82 to create EA. And, EA started creating computer games. Trip was, all about PC games, didn't care for consoles, but he always wanted that football game.
Mm-hmm.
But Trips wanted to work with Joe Montana at first. But at the time, he approached Joe Montana in 82, but that's when he found out that, I guess, Montana was signed with Atari, so they couldn't work together.
No. Just think how that would have went over.
Mm-hmm. I mean, in the end, it kind of worked out.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But, working with John Madden, and apparently John Madden was, like, really hands-on.
I'm glad he was.
So, Because I guess Trip was like, hey, PC is kind of limited. So we pitched the idea, we can only do 7-on-7. And John's like, no, if I'm putting my name on something, we need 11-on-11 out there. So eventually they figured it out. It took a while.
Man, true to his words. I like that. I like that.
So the first Madden game was supposed to come out in 87, but it didn't make its way to PC until 88. And I guess now is the time that we'll go through the list of games. So I hope everyone is ready. So we'll try not to bore you with everything, but we'll just kind of
be a ride, baby.
But we'll just, I guess share our thoughts, share a little information.
It's a fact. It's an act.
So if there's a favorite game you like, like we said, comment. Let's get the community growing, talking about games. The Discords.
Yes, join the Discord. Gamepad Saga. Join the Discord. YouTube, Spotify, everything. Join. But definitely join the Discord. We'd love to talk to people. Like, I look at my Discord all the time. We still got the same 4 people. Start joining and talk with us. Especially if we get stuff wrong, right? Like my best friends, they listen to our podcast all the time. And Jimmy actually pointed out, he was like, "Oh yeah, so you were wrong about the controllers being connected, the PlayStation 5 controllers being connected to the console to be updated. You don't have to connect them to the console anymore."
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't know that was a patch that came out.
Yeah.
But now there is.
Boot it up and I'm like, oh, it's updating. I'm like, oh, great.
Well, now I know. See, I don't know things unless people say, and then I can be like, you know what? I was wrong. I'm not always going to be right. That's for sure.
I mean, I do remember you having to plug it in because I think the screen yelled at you. We can't do it. Plug it in.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Then they bring their patch months later and like, oh, by the way, we can do this now. But, I guess that's our fault for not going through the patch notes, but, All right, so the first
I just had to get my best.
So the first John Madden came out in 1988. It came out, I guess, computer, DOS, whatever you want to call it. John Madden was on the cover, developed by Rob Antonick and John Friedman for MS-DOS, Rob Johnson for the Commodore. At the time, EA did not have the full NFL license, so they could not use, team names, player names. But
oh yeah, that's right. I remember that game having like New York,
generic,
Philadelphia. You know what? Random fact or random thought, but why do people pronounce Philadelphia?
I don't know. I never actually thought about it.
Yeah, I'm just pet peeve.
Philadelphia goes to my head. I think of Philadelphia cream cheese.
Yeah, Philadelphia cream cheese.
Philadelphia.
Yeah.
I don't know. Could be their accent, I guess. I don't know. Or how they enunciate words.
Where's the O in that?
I don't know.
All right,
same
so
thing
you
like E-galley, O-galley.
E-galley?
E-galley,
yeah,
O-galley.
Well, I mean, I guess if you're trying not to do the O, okay,
Yeah.
I get it. E-galley, that's fine. But that's like adding an S on something that there doesn't need to be. The biggest fucking pet peeve of mine, Best Buy, right?
Best Buys.
Who says fucking Best Buys? Who says that?
I don't know.
Or, oh, hey, that's mine?
Mines.
Say, oh, that's mine's. How are you plural? Tell me, how is that? How is that?
How is
that? Anyway, sorry. Go ahead. You got me all riled up. God damn it.
So sorry.
Beer number three.
So a little story about how Madden made its way to the Genesis. Tripp first reached out to Nintendo, but I guess he felt Nintendo's licensing was a little too high because, if Nintendo licenses game, of course, Nintendo's going to take all the money and they wouldn't have anything.
We've talked about it in our previous podcast. Go check it out.
And then he reached out to Sega, kind of had the same issue, but Sega was going to charge him a little less. So he said, forget it. We're not going to deal with them. So he brought in a team to reverse engineer the Sega Genesis so they could make games without a license. I thought that was pretty amazing.
Yeah.
But So here we are, moving along.
Sing it, brother.
So we're in 1990. John Madden finally makes his way to the Genesis, also the Amiga, and on the SNES in 1991. The game is titled John Madden Football. He is on the cover. And this game is developed by Park Place Productions. We still do not have an NFL license, but the Genesis only had 16 teams to choose from. But the Super Nintendo had 28 teams to play.
So how does that work?
I guess just the hardware, the limitations, they can only add X amount for memory.
But the Genesis was, cartridge-wise, was better at memory, was it not?
It was, but I think the way the code that they created, I guess they weren't able to have all the teams in there.
Okay.
But it is
fair enough.
It is a rabbit hole to go down. Let's see if we can find anything from being so long ago.
So we get into we're still on the first one, right? The first John Madden.
Second one. Yeah, first one.
First one. So
Well,
was the second one on SNES? Was the second one 93?
Hold on. Well, John Madden, first one came out on the SNES 91.
Okay. So that's what I got exposed to first.
The first one.
Yeah, first.
Because it was computer and then came to the SNES.
Yeah.
And
That
then
was a good one. That was a good one.
it's blurry for me. I don't remember.
I remember, I'm pretty sure the next few podcasts that we're going to have some of these games, like when we go in Zelda, Lamar has a huge influence on this. Well, for me anyway. I know Lamar has a huge influence with Madden, with you. I don't know if y'all played Zelda together. Did y'all?
No, I don't remember playing Zelda. I remember playing NBA Live.
I remember playing a lot of Zelda with him back in the day. That's why Zelda's such a close game to my heart. And same with Madden. And any type of fighting game for that matter. Especially Street Fighter. But I remember one day, when I was like super young, and this is where Mom and Dad got together. We would play. He would rent John Madden Football. He would convince my mom to get it, or our mom to get it, and then we would play it, have a good time, and then when I got about the time you started coming around over when we were at Hatteras, at 900 Hatteras Terrace, over in Palm Bay,
Yeah.
That's when we got Madden for Super Nintendo, because we had that Sega Genesis too, if you remember.
Remember the Sega Genesis?
Remember, you had the upgraded stuff. You had the Sega Saturn and the PlayStation. You dirtbag, you.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
So we had Madden for Super Nintendo. I remember coming home. I remember we had that Super Nintendo, but we didn't have the power cord for it. And this man, I swear to fucking God, this man would always pull out something out of his ass. Yeah. I remember I came home one time from school. I was walking home, and then I saw him sitting playing the game. He's like, "You ready to get your butt kicked?" And I was like, "What are you talking about?" And I'm over here like, "Oh my God, you got the power cord for this thing?"
Yeah.
We couldn't find the power cord anywhere. Couldn't find it anywhere. Somehow,
one way or another,
out of thin air, there was a power cord. And I'm like, what is going on? How does he do this? But yeah, that's when I got most of my memory from playing Madden on the Super Nintendo. That was fun stuff. He'd beat my ass every time, but it was fun. And then playing it by myself too. It was
right.
It was great. Great game. Great game.
It was. So we're in 91. So for the PC, John Madden Football 2 was developed by DC True Limited. And for the Genesis, we get John Madden Football 92, developed by Park Place Productions. John Madden's on the cover again. Still no NFL license. Players are shown with numbers, but we do get updated game modes.
Yeah.
We can get, we have preseason, regular season, and playoffs.
What was the difference in preseason and regular season? Preseason was just, that was the exhibition, right?
Yeah.
And the
regular season
was like the season mode
of that year. Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense. Never understood it. I just went to exhibition.
Right.
I didn't know what that
I
was.
want to play. Just let me play.
I'm like, I don't care about the season.
In 92, we get John Madden Football 93. This is when EA Sports started publishing the Madden games.
Just when it was a little different. when it was a little different. I think the hurdle feature came into this.
Into this one?
Mhm.
Okay. Yes. This would also be the last game that would not have an NFL license, with the exception of Madden 64. Did you really?
I did.
John Madden's on the cover again.
You better leave it in too. You better leave it in.
I don't know if it picked it up, but
You better leave it in.
we'll leave it in.
Yeah.
Blue Sky Productions worked on the Genesis, and Electronic Arts worked on the SNES version. So we're getting to the mid-90s now. It's 93. We get Madden 94. Madden is on the cover. This is the first Madden game to have the official license, so they can use their team name, logos, and have players' names.
So hey, let's back it up a little bit. Let's go back to the first. I didn't mean to stop you.
Which
Let's
first
go back
one?
to the first.
Where are
right?
we at? 88 first one?
No,
or,
88. Well, but that one came out like multi-platform for a couple years now.
Or 1990. Where are we at?
1990, 90 or 91, something
Yeah.
like that. So, do we want to tell them like how primitive it was back then with
Yeah.
the passing game?
You can tell them with like, yeah.
So if anyone has never played a Madden game at that point, and I think it was between the first Madden and about 90, I want to say 94, 95, something like that. But Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo anyway. It was, you drop back to pass, and you had 3 square boxes
The
at the
passing
top of the
windows.
screen. Yeah. With the passing windows. And all you could see was them running around in the
Right.
corresponding spots, but you couldn't see where the defenders were. So it's like, well, I'm just going to press this one and I hope he's open.
Throwing up a prayer.
Yep. Interception. Every time. Well, not me, but I mean, I would drop a lot of balls and catch some here and there.
Yeah.
But every once in a while, I throw interception. That's how it sounded in Madden 97. So whenever I say it like that, Pat Summerall, another great commentator.
Yes. I'll enjoy
Also a
those.
kicker, I believe. Correct?
Was he?
I
I believe
think so.
so. Yeah.
I think he was a kicker. I don't know what team, but he definitely was a kicker whenever they did the Sega Genesis versions of Madden 96 and 97. It's like, man, interception or fumble. So whenever you hear me say those 2 words, that's where it came from.
Yeah.
But anyway, all right, back to where you were going. The passing windows was a feature.
The first.
And then we finally upgraded to what we know today as being able to see the full field.
Yeah. So where are we at? 93. We get Madden 94. Madden's on the cover. Yeah. This was the first with the official license.
Mm-hmm.
Brought a lot of updates to the franchise mode. And this is when they started using, I guess when you load up the game, EA Sports is in the game.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
So I always thought that was cool.
Yeah, man. That was neat.
And this is also when the screen would start to rotate, when the possession would change.
Mm-hmm.
So after interception, kickoff,
Mm-hmm.
punt. The game was developed by Visual Concepts for the Super Nintendo version. So please remember this developer, Visual Concepts.
Visual Concepts.
They will become a major player later on.
Yes, they will. Yes, they will.
And then High Score Productions did the Genesis version. In 94, we get John Madden Football for the 3DO.
Okay, yeah, I remember that.
So you want to know why the 3DO is important?
Why is the 3DO important?
Our man Trip Hawkins is the founder of the 3DO company.
Oh, shit. Okay. So EA basically had their own system.
Well, he left EA in 91 to go create 3DO.
Okay.
And John Madden's cover of that one. And also, he owns another company called Digital Chocolate. So I guess they have a bunch of mobile games or something, but
Like right now?
yeah.
Oh, interesting.
So that's why I said he's lived his life, because he was out there doing the thing.
And doing business. Okay.
I was like, holy cow, this is
Yeah,
one
man.
motivated MFer.
Madden was on the cover for a long time.
Yes.
I want to call this right now. I think until 2000
We'll find out.
or
when we get there.
99, but I'm guessing this right now. But go ahead.
So for the consoles in 94, we get Madden 95. John Madden's on the cover again. But football players start appearing in the background of the cover. And that would include Eric Williams and Carl Wilson. The Super Nintendo game was developed by Visual Concepts. And for this game, for Madden 95, the passing windows were dropped. They said, no more. And then also they started tracking stats throughout the season. So I think I remember more Madden 95. That's where I'm starting to remember.
Yeah.
Like anything before that, I don't remember really, but
I remember
95.
Madden, my 92 and 93. I don't think I played 94, but I mean 93 and 94 were equivalently the same.
Mm-hmm.
But then
That'd become a theme throughout the game.
Yeah, that would become a theme. But then in Sega Genesis, Madden 97 was my next one after that. It was either 96 or 90. I think it was 96. Yeah, 96 and or 97, one of the two, but they were essentially the same. I think we rented one and we owned one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, go ahead. Listen.
Oh, okay. So we're moving along. We're into the mid-90s. It's 1995. We get Madden NFL 96. John Madden with Kerry Brabham of the Carolina Panthers and Gordon LaRoe of the Jacksonville Jaguars are on the cover, but the players are like in the background. And this is when Tiburon Entertainment started developing the Madden games. I mean, they're still part of EA Sports, so just another division of them.
Tiburon, yeah. I remember Tiburon.
So, if you remember, in 95, this was when the PS1 was released.
Mm-hmm.
And Madden wanted to, or Sony wanted Madden to be like, hey, come on to our console.
Yeah.
Well, they couldn't figure out how to get the game to run on the PS1. So we did not get a PS1 game of Madden that year.
We got it in 97.
Mm-hmm, the following year. But it kind of, because at the time, you know, Madden was the big dog. But then for that year, probably that year.
Break.
Yes.
All right, NFL Game Day.
Game
Break
Day
was college.
Yes. NFL Game Day said, hey, we're out here. And that was published by Sony. Published and developed. So I thought that was interesting.
We should do a podcast on that one.
On Game Day, NFL Game Day.
Yeah, it's sad how it ended, but you know how
they had that 1 year to shine.
They shined pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
They shined pretty well. I did some dirt digging on that one, and I remember, you know, it's the Madden podcast right now. I remember NFL Game Day 2004, I think it was, on PS2.
Mm-hmm.
And it was kind of the first time you saw, was it 2000? Was it 2004 or was it 2003? It's one of those. I can't remember. It might have been 2002 or 2003. One of those two.
Yeah.
2002, because that's a lot of the other games from 01 and 02 were on the PS2. It was the first time you kind of saw like players have like some type of AI to them. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I remember I was playing a buddy of mine, and my guy got the ball and I was getting ready to cross over the goal line, but I got tackled before.
Yeah.
And the player actually reached the ball over to try to get the score.
Oh, wow.
And I remembered that. And I was like, wow, that's a really cool nuance because I've never seen that before.
Right.
So Game Day had some ideas.
Mm-hmm. Holy cow.
Probably didn't go into fruition at that point.
Yeah.
But we will get to that on a different podcast for sure. And I'm on beer 3.5, by the way. I still got this other one. That one's for you.
All right,
if you
thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah. I could not believe they couldn't figure out. They were able to reverse engineer Sega Genesis, but I think Sony gave them a short window to work with.
Yeah. I mean, because
you know,
overseas companies.
I'm pretty sure they wanted it out by the start of the season, August, September.
Yeah. If they wanted something quality, they definitely weren't going to get that well. That's for sure. So we didn't get 96. Yeah, it was Madden 96 for Sega Genesis. That's what it was.
Correct. Yeah.
That's what it was. Yep. That's what we had. But 97.
Which came out in 96. John Madden's on the cover.
That was when we started spending time.
Mm-hmm.
That was when Mom and Dad were like, all right, let's have the children meet now.
Yes.
Yeah, so... Yeah, those some good memories of 97. You beat my ass all the fucking time. I
think it was. Yeah, I was a baller at that game.
Yeah, you were.
You
were. I think you were the king.
Yeah.
You beat me and Lamar in that game.
Good times.
Yeah, it was. Great times.
Madden did make its way to the Sega Saturn that year. Moving on up.
I think it again, based on the last podcast, and if you guys haven't heard the Sega Saturn one, ran better on the Sega Saturn than it did PlayStation.
Mm-hmm. Amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So in this edition, the Cleveland Browns are gone from the game, but the Baltimore Ravens are in.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's pretty much for Madden. Really no wild features. Usual exhibition season.
Yeah, but the big thing about Madden 97, especially making the jump to Sega Saturn and PlayStation, and those were the two hot competitors at that time.
Mm-hmm.
The graphics were
much better,
completely different. The audio of the game was completely different. It was more in detail. To be honest with you, I think play action was a huge feature in that one.
Okay,
if I remember correctly. So that was when I was younger and we were playing them. I remember Blockbuster, you were able to rent systems.
Yes,
you put down, I think it was $100 deposit, and then whatever the rental fee was for whatever time.
Mm-hmm.
And at that time, I know Mom was like, I don't really got that, you know what I mean? And eventually, she broke, and she was like, "All right, I'll get you boys that. Y'all were good in school." And we got Madden 97 after you had showed us that.
Mm-hmm.
And that was something like I would call that all the time because you would see that on TV, like the play action, the play fake or whatever. Like back then, I didn't realize how important play action is in football today,
mm-hmm.
right? Or RPOs or anything like that. Are you familiar with RPO? You know what that is?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay.
The run pass option, yeah.
Yeah. And
I was kind of confused about it at first. Like, what is this?
Well, back then when we played, RPOs weren't really a thing.
Yeah.
RPOs are a thing now. Well, I would say later in my career, like college and stuff, like RPOs were a big thing. But anyone doesn't know what RPO is called, run pass option. So basically, it'd be out of the gun. 9 times out of 10 to be out of the gun. And it's kind of 2 plays in one. So you have the option to give the ball off, depending on the backside D end.
Mm-hmm.
And if the backside D end is going with the running back or trailing the running back, then you have the option to throw in replace of the spot where the D end is. That's ideally what you want to do. And if the backside D end stays from where the ball is going, so again, if the backside D end is on the left-hand side, the run action is going to the right-hand side.
Mm-hmm.
Then if he stays home, then you would give the ball off to the running back. So it's a 2-option play, but you have to be very decisive because you are in run protection, I believe, or you're in run blocking.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, if you hold on to the ball too long, then you'll get a illegal man downfield with one of your linemen. So it's something that has to be very quick. But anyway, back to the play action. Play action was really cool to see, especially like when I remember I picked the Denver Broncos, and I remember it specifically with John Elway, and made a play call. I didn't know exactly what it was, and I saw that he did that, and I was like, "Oh my God, that's so cool!"
Mm-hmm.
And I would play that play over and over and over again, and just to see the nuances that's added to the game, because you've never seen that in the Sega Genesis or the Super Nintendo or 3DO versions of this game. Now you have something that's deeper, and it's played a big part in what the games we have today now.
Yeah.
So,
Madden would add those things.
Yeah.
Then take it away. Then add
and then be like, "Oh, it's a new thing." Like, no, it's not. It was in the game like 8 years ago. Stop. We'll get onto the shitting portion of Madden soon.
So in 97, we get Madden Football 64 for the N64 and Madden 98 for the Saturn, PS1, Windows, Genesis, and the Super Nintendo. John Madden is on the cover.
Mm-hmm.
This was the last game to use the 2D sprites on the 3D playing field.
Mm-hmm.
Developed by Tiburon.
What's Madden 64? Madden 64.
Not 64. The Saturn PS1.
Saturn PS1. Okay, Madden 98.
Yeah. Madden 64 was different.
Yeah, we need to talk about that one. But not right yet. We'll go ahead and we'll talk about these two.
This version introduced touch passing, depending on how long you'd hold the button down, depend how fast the ball would go. But yeah,
I didn't like the sprites in Madden 98.
why is that?
They just looked weird.
Look weird.
They looked weird. Excuse me. They looked weird, and it didn't feel right. The game just didn't feel right to me. Madden 98, not a bad game by any means, but ooh, all that beer and
Kind of
chicken.
using outdated technology with new technology. Using
So,
outdated technology or thought process with updated.
with the new things.
Yeah, like they haven't unlocked the full potential.
So yeah. So
playing it safe, I guess.
So the FPS of the game was a lot faster, right? It was smoother.
Yeah,
But just the sprites for what they were doing, they just looked weird.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I didn't really care for it as much.
Yeah, I mean that can happen time to time.
Yeah, but
especially for a yearly release.
It was still Madden.
Yeah.
I liked it. I remember one of the big things was the seasons during that time, 97 and 98. I think that's what it was. And then, you take your favorite team to the Super Bowl. You got that one season and then just play it over again.
Yes.
So, I mean, I know that those games at that time weren't very feature rich, but.
No, but we're getting there.
Yeah. Yeah. But they were team rich, though, for sure.
They were, yes. So, let's talk about Madden 64.
Yeah, let's talk about that one.
So, I don't know what it was. Maybe I wasn't a Nintendo fan. Like, I was one of those, I ain't playing that game. I ain't playing on 64.
I played the hell out of that. And I think you remember that. I played the hell out of that. It definitely wasn't like Madden 97. Madden 97 at that time was still my favorite one.
Yeah.
Still my favorite one. In fact, Madden 97 was the game that you see nowadays when people are running they get to the 1 yard line and they run all the way back and they keep running back and forth on the field.
Yeah.
Madden 97, you could do that. That's
Really?
why I loved Madden 97. Yeah, I always did that. I always like ran to the back and all the rest of good stuff.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I always did that in 97 all the time. But Madden 64, it was weird.
Well, yes.
Very weird game.
So they started using official NFL stadiums.
Mm-hmm.
This was the jump to 3D. And that was very awesome. I was like, holy cow, this is awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
But there was one problem.
I'm listening.
They didn't have the NFL license. So they couldn't use the official team names.
Mm-hmm.
But they could use the player names, but they couldn't use official team names. And the reason why? Because at that time, Acclaim Entertainment had the NFL rights on the N64 for that year.
NFL Blitz.
Not Blitz, NFL Quarterback Club 98.
Also another series we'll need to talk about. That was a good series too.
Was it?
I thought so.
I remember Dad getting it one time. I wasn't so much.
You talking about the one on PlayStation?
I could be.
Completely different than the N64 ones.
Okay. Yeah, I'm talking about the PlayStation 1.
Yeah, that one was awful. that one, the PlayStation and the Dreamcast were pretty much the same.
Yeah.
But the N64 quarterback clubs were awesome.
Okay.
Awesome. And we've played it before. I think it was Quarterback Club 97 was the one
on the 64.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we'll get to that when we get to that podcast.
But yeah, do you have anything on Madden 64?
That every person was the same size.
Yes.
Bulky and running around and all that good stuff. I don't think there were any color differences, though. I think they were just a bunch of Caucasian men on the field.
I think you're right.
Yeah. Not that matters.
Right.
But, I mean, it just shows you how I wouldn't say underdeveloped it was, but maybe they didn't have a lot of time.
There were limitations.
Yeah,
so they just said, hey, we're just going to make it all one color and call it a day.
And then we'll make it white, and then we'll make it a little darker than white.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I thought it was funny. I thought it was pretty cool. I thought that was pretty cool, actually.
Yeah.
Because it's like, you know what? Fuck it. Whatever. You know what? Everybody's the same across the board. Doesn't matter. I know who's who. I know what numbers are what. Let's do it.
Right.
Actually, they didn't have numbers, did they? I don't think they did.
I think they did.
Did they?
Yeah. They had the numbers. They just couldn't use, like I said, they can use their name numbers. They just couldn't use the official team names.
Makes sense.
So they were called Boston, New York,
Boston.
So we're almost at 2000. We're in 1998 where we get Madden NFL 99. Madden is on the cover. And I didn't even know this was a thing, but there was a European version, which had Garrison Hurst on the cover.
One of my favorite running backs, by the way.
Garrison Hurst.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which one? Madden 98?
Mm-hmm.
Madden 98 had a Garrison Hurst?
Or 99, sorry.
99 had a Garrison Hurst?
It was
I thought
a
it had
European
Madden.
version. A European version? Yeah.
Oh, wow. You want to know something? So this is why I love and hate this man, because
Love and hate who?
Garrison Hurst.
Oh, okay.
I may be hating him for the wrong reasons, right?
Yeah.
Maybe something that's out of his control. But I remember one time in health class, my one of my favorite high school coaches, Coach Riley, he was like, "Hey, you know what? Find someone you want to write a letter to, and let's send it out to them." So I wanted to write a letter to Garrison Hurst because this is when I found out I had RA. This is also, knowing that I felt that I had a connection with Garrison Hurst, because Garrison Hurst almost lost his ankle, if you didn't know that. He had a really bad injury. I think he broke his ankle or something like that. It got infected. He almost had it amputated.
Oh my gosh.
That's why he had that weird little run, if you didn't know that.
I have to go back and look now.
So Garrison Hurst, like when I found out that he almost lost his leg or his ankle.
His ankle, yeah.
I was like, yo, this is somebody I think I can relate to.
Mm-hmm.
And if anyone doesn't know what RA is, it's rheumatoid arthritis. I've had it since I was about 4 or 5. And, I wrote this long, like, just this heartfelt letter, like, oh, I remember when this happened to you, and I felt so bad, and then found out I had RA, blah, 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 this and the third. And what ended up happening was we put the trend of letters in, got them sent off in the post office.
I was going to ask, how did they find the address?
So I had to send it to
the team
headquarters.
Okay.
You know what happened?
The internet?
No, I didn't use the internet. Actually, Coach Riley had found the address for me.
Oh, okay.
And the motherfucker sent it back to the house.
Wow.
I was like, I hate this man so much. But then as I got older, I realized it was probably not him. It was just, like,
he's not here.
Yeah, or this isn't his house, so why are you sending it there? You know what I mean? So I was pretty upset, actually. I was like,
I'd be pissed too. Like, damn it.
Right. It's like, we might not have the same thing, but, I feel like we're going through similar stuff, and you going ahead and doing this to me? Oh, no, he's not my dude now.
Don't meet your heroes.
Yeah. Yeah, please. I'm going to tell you this right now. I mean, y'all can meet me, because I'm cool. I like to be cool anyway. I think I am, and both of us are pretty true. We're pretty like ourselves, like how we are here. We are out in the open, but I was like, yeah, if I ever meet my hero, I'd probably not like them. 9 times out of 10, it's probably true. So don't ever meet your heroes. Just enjoy them from afar. Yeah, enjoy the persona that they give or whatever it is. And if it inspires you to be someone who is positive like them or something like that, great. Otherwise, don't do it. Don't do it. But there's one guy I do want to meet.
Who's that?
And if anyone can hook me up with this, Maximilian dude.
Oh, okay.
Maximilian dude. That's one guy I really want to meet, because I watch his YouTubes all the time and his live streams on Twitch all the time. And he seems like us, like down to earth.
Chill, down to earth. Yeah.
Chill, goofy. He's got a group of friends like I do and like you do. A very small core nucleus of people that he keeps with him. I know he's a true dude, because most people that are true like that and have good people around him like that, I know he's a cool dude. That's one guy I want to meet. That's one man before I leave this earth.
Chat and help us out. Let him get connected.
Yes, please. But yeah, moving on.
We finally get a franchise mode. Cleveland Browns are back in the game.
Woo!
But you had to put in a password.
Dennis Northcutt, baby. Tim Couch.
You could create a player in NCAA Football 99 and then put him in a Madden 99. That's a free agent.
Okay.
I always thought that was cool when you could create your player from one upload to the other. In 99, we get Madden NFL 2000, released on August 17th in 1999. Remember this because it's going to be important after we finish talking about this
2000
game.
was more along the lines of the PS1 version at that point, correct?
Correct, yes.
I played the hell out of that one, too,
We sure
on
did.
N64.
Madden's on the cover, but you can see Barry Sanders in the background. The European version
Shake your booty.
featured Dorsey Levens.
Shake your booty. Dorsey Levens?
Yeah, on the European version.
And this is why he was terrible after that. Madden Curse. Madden Curse.
Yeah, so after we go through all the games, I hope you guys are still with us. I know, hanging there. We're breezing through. Then we'll go through the Madden Curse.
Oh, shit.
But in this version of Madden, the franchise mode goes a little deeper. They introduce like off-season mode. So you can reassign, or not reassign, but re-sign players, release them, draft players.
We're on 99 or 2000?
We're on 2000.
Okay.
August 17th, 1999. It's important because, I'm sure you remember. I'm sure we have some listeners out there who may remember. But the old tagline, 9999.
Mm-hmm.
So Sega releases a system. You may have heard of it.
Oh, yeah.
The Sega Dreamcast.
Ah, damn.
They also had a game that was developed by Visual Concepts and published by Sega. And it was a launch title at the time. I'm sure you've heard of this game.
NFL
2K. Randy Moss was on the cover. And the reason why this is important is because 2K scared the shit out of Madden, or EA rather.
And I'm glad they did. I'm glad they did because they stepped their fucking game up.
Yes. Oh man, I'm just remembering.
NFL 2K games were good.
They were.
I mean, that's another thing we should do.
Because at the time, I won't say Madden got stale, because each, from jumping to the PS1, the PS2, I felt they were improving on things. Maybe nothing like game-breaking leaps or bounds. And after, researching, I think it was more presentation.
Oh, yeah.
I think for Madden, the presentation stayed the same.
Across the board.
Which made it really, I guess, stale. But even though they brought upgraded features. But, yeah, 2K said, oh, we're going to shake it in your boots.
Yeah, well, here's my thing, though. I'm gonna put this out there now before we get any further. And again, Ryan Moody, Ryan Moody 21, the most hated, the biggest hater of Madden.
Mm-hmm.
And again, Ryan Moody, I appreciate your videos, I really do. But you have to understand, people are gonna buy what they want to buy,
right?
And I almost had him. He almost persuaded me not to buy Madden at some point. I can't remember. I think it was like 21 or something like that.
Okay.
And I rented it one time, and I'm like, all right, this is the first time I'm going to follow this man and just be right. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And
after that, I was like, you know what? I'm tired of actually going off of people's
recommendations
and just understand my experience is going to be different from other people. And then even then, he's still putting out all these videos look at this, look at this, look at that, look at this. Ryan, you do your thing. I'm not telling you to stop. I'm just using an example, though, to say that not all the time that your experience is going to be the same as anyone else's.
Right.
And when I say he's the biggest hater of haters, I don't mean that in a bad way either. But I mean, he is telling some truths about Madden nowadays.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we do. I mean, some of us, if we're going to make a purchase, we see, hey, what's out there?
Yeah, we're going to look.
What are their thoughts? Do they align with mine? And even after, I don't know, your decision-making process, you still decide if you want it or not. Because, they have... Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Emerson.
I was going to say, they're putting out content for them. Is it true or false? That's something I guess you have to decide.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, you still have to make a decision if you want.
Yeah, of course.
Play that and play the game, go through it.
But you can't sit here and tell me that NFL 2K is better than Madden. You can't tell me that. You really can't sit here and tell me that. I mean, presentation-wise, of course.
Far superior.
Of course, far superior.
But
far superior.
It kind of goes down what you're looking for from a game. That's why I think the views might be different from person to person, because everyone's taking something different from the game.
Yeah. And I used to watch these videos and I'm like, why is this man saying this? Because we all know that's not. I mean, well, not. No, let me rephrase that. And it's because I'm maybe a little inebriated, but a lot of us know that that's not true. That Madden is a far lesser game than 2K, and maybe Ryan is not trying to put it in that light either. But he is saying that 2K has something going on here, that this is a formula that could definitely beat EA in their bullshit, which if that's the case, then I agree wholeheartedly. Now I'm talking later games. I'm not talking the games that we're still on right now.
Yeah, early 2000s, yeah.
But if you're saying NFL 2K5 is better than Madden 25, you're out of your mind. You are literally out of your mind, because Madden 25 is a better game than 2K5.
So funny that you say that. So I haven't really fully played Madden yet. I just did simulation for games.
I played NCAA 25. I haven't played Madden yet. I do have Madden, but our nephew likes to take things I buy. So.
And I was watching the presentation, and you know what it reminded me of?
NFL 2K5.
Yeah, I was like, hold on, where have I seen this before? Why does it look like this? So I feel EA kind of took what 2K was doing and kind of put their spin on it, I guess.
Yeah.
I just thought that was interesting.
Well, it's like any other business, they're going to, for instance, you got Amazon, you got Etsy, you got all these things. It's all the same business model.
Yeah.
You got some of these games that kind of are very similar, like Nier Automata, for example. It's kind of very similar to Black Myth Wukong. Not the same game, with similar mechanics, right?
That's a good episode to go.
Yeah, or maybe
go down, dude.
Devil May Cry and Heavenly Sword. Similar games, similar concepts. Or I think Heavenly Sword might be more God of War, right?
Okay.
But either way, God of War, Heavenly Sword, same concept, just different game. So I think at some point, in order to have success, you go with people who've made the success.
Yeah.
And then you mimic it and you put it in your own spin. And I think Madden is around the years, the later years anyway, or the recent years have kind of seen that, but they don't take the effort to change it up a bit. And that's where I can agree with Ryan Moody in some things. It's this every year. It's always the same thing every year. What's going on, But
it's the $70 roster update.
But yeah, I don't know how we got on Ryan Moody. But at the same time, Mr. Moody, I do appreciate you, because you kind of bring awareness to what's going on in our gaming world, and how we as consumers need to start standing up for ourselves and understanding, we don't have to buy this shit. But I buy it anyway. Because I love Madden,
There's still the select few that buy it, and some that be like, because that's how I was when I saw it on the marketplace on Xbox. It was $68, and it was NCAA and Madden. I was like, why not?
Oh yeah, I mean that's a fair trade. I mean, $68 for 2 games. That's one game. You got one game free. I hope it was NCAA, because
I play NCAA more than Madden.
Yeah. NCAA is good, but anyway, as we're continuing,
moving along, we're almost done, guys. We got 25 more games to go. So we finally reached the year 2000, turn of the millennium. I was hoping Steve would be here so you guys can do your Y2K bit.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You know what? I'll just go ahead and say it. So, God, I'm surprised you remember that. So, those of us that are in our 30s now would understand what the Y2K scare was. And the Y2K scare was that, the computers were going to take over and everything's going to crash. And
world will be done.
The world is going to end, blah. Now, mind you, I'm like, what? It's in 2000. What? How old was I? I don't remember. I know I was going to be graduating school in 6th grade. I was going to be graduating elementary school.
Or like 12?
No,
11?
Probably like 11.
11?
10 or 11, something like that. And for a 10 and 11-year-old to think that, wow, everyone's fucking crazy to even think that this is a thing.
Yeah.
Like, that speaks something, right?
It does. Yeah.
I must have had some type of like intuition, like, all right, I think people are just kind of like out there right now. This isn't going to be a thing. And if it is, then it is, but I was like,
turn the TV off.
Yeah. Go touch grass, do something, and, Steve and I met. It's funny how me and Steve met.
Is it?
I wish he was here because he would be able to confirm this. So, do you remember back in the day when we were in elementary school and Galaxy's Gateway was like the place to be?
Yes.
And then middle school was Teen Zone, but we won't. We'll go to that when we cross that bridge.
Yeah.
I'm already like, no, I thought I said I was 4 beers deep. I'm 3 beers deep.
3.
And I'm feeling pretty good. So now we're drinking water. But so Galaxy's Gateway didn't go very often because our parents were pretty strict when we were younger. And, well, they let you do what the fuck you want.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, oh, yeah, right. they let you do more than I did, that's for sure. You got to remember, I'm the middle child. I don't get shit. You and Ree, I remember, you know what? Side note, these motherfuckers would, let me tell you something. Don't tell me no. Don't tell me no, because I've seen it. I seen it. All right. So these guys would actually, like, I would get home on a Friday night or a Friday after school. I'm in middle school at this point, right? My little brother's in elementary school. Eric is in high school, right? And, I'm trying to hang out with the boys. You know what I mean? Like, we're getting together. Like, the new game is out. Let's go ahead and play that. Yeah. We'll go ahead and everyone gather at the house. We'll spend the night, all the rest of the good stuff. Tell me how Eric can go somewhere. Tell me how Roland can go somewhere. But then when it comes time for me to ask to go somewhere, it's like, nah, you got to stay home. Like, what the fuck is this? What is this?
That's what really happened?
Yes, that's what really happened. Of course you wouldn't know because you got to leave. You got to leave.
I don't know. Maybe they wanted one of us home.
Maybe that was. Hey, you
maybe
know
as
what?
long as we keep one alive.
Right. At least one is alive. The other two, they might be dead. One might come back. Who knows, right? Yeah. It'd be, if we sent them all out, it'd be all or nothing. So we got to keep one here. It's like circling the wagon, you know. So, but yeah, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, the Y2K.
The Y2K.
So we went to Galaxy's Gateway, and it was me and Roland, and Ree, and we went there, and Rhea did something.
Oh gosh,
Rhea did something. So I started chasing him because I was one of the kids that didn't really do the skating. I just kind of hung out. I started chasing him, and Steve, at that time, was like 5 foot nothing, like maybe 80 pounds soaking wet. Yeah. And I remember running, and I ran into Steve, and I just like bowled him over.
Oh my god!
And
like a Hallmark movie, y'all.
Yeah, and I'm like running past. I'm like, sorry, didn't mean to hit him.
Yeah.
And we get into middle school. We go to the same middle school together. We had just moved. Was it 1900 Sweet Bay Avenue? 1900? 4500 Sweet Bay Avenue.
People always get a chuckle when I would say that.
What, 4500 Sweet Bay Avenue?
Yeah.
Because that's how we refer to our houses.
And they're like, that's my house.
Yeah, that's how we referred to every house as the street, the street and the number.
Yeah.
So we moved in there. We moved to 4500, and one of the neighborhood kids, Brian, I was hanging out with him for a bit when we first moved in. It's like, oh, I want you to meet one of my brothers, Steve. And I was like, all right, cool. Yeah. So we'll go over there. We'll go to Steve's house and hung out with him. And then that's when I met Amanda too, who is now my sister. At that time though, I had just met them and I just had like the biggest crush on Amanda.
Confirmation.
Yeah, right. It's confirmed. God damn it. It was confirmed then. But then, once they became family, it's like, nah, this is family now.
Yeah.
So after like a couple months of hanging out with him, he was like, hey man, I got a question for you. Just out of nowhere.
Right.
Just out of nowhere. I'm like, yeah, what's up, Steve? And he goes, did you ever go to the Galaxy Skateway? I was like, you know what? I maybe went like 3 or 4 times throughout my like elementary career, but I do remember going there. And he goes, all right. This is going to further confirm my thoughts here. He goes, do you ever remember running into some little small guy that, just I guess pretty skinny? And I was like, you know what? Yeah, because I remember I was chasing my brother. He goes, yeah, you were chasing your brother. You know who you ran into? You ran into me. And I was like, what?
Small world.
And I was like, yo, like, that was you? He goes, yeah, you fucking asshole. And I was like,
that's funny.
I am so sorry. Like, I apologize profusely, but he forgave me, of course. But,
that's good. Nice of him.
But yeah, that was how we met. And that was
funny.
That was in 99. And then we had a running joke when the whole Y2K was going on. I was like, oh, I guess we're going to die when this happens. And I was like, he goes, yeah, I guess we're going to be dead. Like, it was nice knowing you. Like, it was great the few months that I met you. And then clock struck midnight. I called him on the phone because we didn't have text message at the time. I was like, hey, Steve, are we dead yet? He goes, I don't think so.
Oh my God.
And I was like, all right, well, I guess we'll give it a couple hours. But yeah, nice knowing you, man. Nice knowing you. Then the morning came.
Nothing, huh?
Nothing happened. I called him. I was like, Steve, are you okay? He goes, yeah. I was like, are we dead yet? And he goes, I don't think so. I was like, all right, yeah. I think we're good. Like, I was like, does your computer work? He goes, yeah, my computer works. I was like, yeah, I tried mine. Mine works too. I was like, all right, yeah. You want to hang out later? And he goes, yeah, we'll hang out later. So every year since the year 2000, so 25 years now.
That's crazy.
We send text messages to each other. December 31st. And we say, only 6 hours till we die, boys. And then we get closer. I'm like, and when it gets to midnight,
yeah.
Are we dead yet? So yeah, that's the
that's funny.
That's the running joke we've had for the last 25 years. It's crazy.
Amazing.
Yeah, I wish he was here tonight. He would have been here, but I'm gonna take care of some stuff. But yeah, we'll share some more stories. Go ahead.
That's funny.
Go ahead, brother. I'm listening.
I guess I kind of have a similar story. I didn't run into anyone, but you remember Chris?
Yeah, Chris Stevens? Yeah, I saw, actually, it's funny enough. I saw him when I was working at Firehouse.
Yeah.
A few months back. Well, not a few months back. Probably more than a year now. Yeah, he came in and it was him and his wife? His son. His wife? His son. One of those two.
Well, one has long hair, and I don't know if his son has long hair, but you'll be able to tell the difference.
I think it was his wife and his son.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just can't remember.
Okay.
I can't remember. But yeah, he came in and I was like, oh, hey, have you talked to Eric? He's like, no. And I was like, all right. Well, that's your goal. You need to catch up with him. You need to catch up with him. But I say that to the niece and nephew all the time. You talk to your uncle? No.
Oh my gosh.
And you need to fucking call him. That's your uncle at the end of the day. Just because you talk to me and you talk to Reed. Like, you have another uncle too now.
Yeah.
Like, you have 3 uncles. You have 3 resources to go with. You want to maximize your potential. But then, yeah, I was telling him, I was like, hey, you might want to call him. Reach out to him, I mean, I'm not your friend, but I'm indirectly your friend. But yeah, reach out to him. He's doing well, but you should talk with him. I don't know. Did he ever reach out with you?
No.
No, see? That's
no.
a bitch.
It's all right.
No.
We'll put him to work. I have a backyard, but
we'll put him to work. Get out of here.
But Chris was in, I think it was not recess, gym, junior high.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I met him playing basketball, during a gym. And then you remember when we moved to Appalachian?
Yeah.
So I was looking outside the window, and I'm like, who is this bald guy? Why did I see him before? So I go walking over there.
He's been bald for years.
He lives right there at the corner.
Yeah, I remember.
I was like, holy cow.
I remember that.
And
then
then
we went to high school together, right?
Yeah. So
for the time being until we moved again.
But that was funny.
Yeah.
It wasn't exciting as yours, but, I try.
I mean, I wouldn't say it's exciting. I just kind of ramble about my stuff and then have side quests of other side quests to get to the point, which I just did. So
it works. I enjoy it.
Yeah.
All right. So we kind of ventured away from Madden, but we'll go back there.
We're back now.
No, Madden 2001. John Madden is no longer on the cover. Eddie George is now on the cover. This game does feature the NFL Europe teams. You do have the ability to create plays, create your player. We get a franchise mode. And then we are introduced into Madden cards. I still don't get the idea of these Madden cards, but hey. Now we are in 2001. We are on Madden NFL 2002. Dante Culpepper is on the cover. And not much has changed in the game. We get our usual features, but we do finally have the ability to create a team. This game is also a launch title for the OG Xbox. You could import your draft class from NCAA 02 into Madden 02, which I thought was a pretty cool feature. Oh, I just finished. Jesus Christ. We missed 2 games.
What happened?
Said you missed 2 games.
Oh, 2 games?
Yeah.
Damn it.
2001 with Eddie George on the cover.
Okay.
2002 with Dante Culpepper on the cover.
Better keep this in. I went to the bathroom break. And had the sprint there.
Had the sprint, did you? Sprint.
So, I think this is where the Madden Curse really starts.
Yeah, when they started putting athletes on the cover.
Yeah, when they started putting athletes on the cover. Did it really affect Eddie George too much? I don't think it did.
I guess I'll go side by side here. To make it easier.
I don't think it did. I think Eddie George kind of just got better with age for the most part.
Yes.
Eddie George was that man.
Let's see. Well,
that big bald
Let me step back a little bit.
Okay.
So Barry Sanders was supposed to be on the Madden 2000 cover. But since he announced his retirement, they took him off the cover and ended up putting Madden back on there.
But he was on 99, right?
Yeah, like in the background, yeah. But in 01, Eddie George was on the cover. I guess that year he would lead the NFL in rushing attempts. He recorded a career high of 1,500 plus yards and 14 rushing touchdowns. So, did not affect Eddie George.
No, definitely not.
But Madden 02 with Dante Culpepper on the cover. Culpepper missed 5 games due to injury. He had fumbled 16 times. He went 4-7 as a starter, and his touchdown interception ratio was 14-13. I mean, I don't know.
14-13.
Yeah, 14 touchdowns, 13 interceptions.
Yikes. Nope.
I would say he's cursed.
Yeah, that's definitely cursed for sure.
Now we're moving along.
So hold on. So before we move further, let's talk about that game in specific, because there's a significant difference, or there's difference with the Madden 2001, 2002 games, because now they moved to the next generation.
What are we on? PS2?
On PS2,
yeah.
So Madden 2001 and 2002 were the first 2 Maddens to be on PS2. However, there was a huge difference between the 2 of those games. The first difference we'll talk about Madden 2001 is that the run game in Madden 2001 was completely easy, as opposed to the pass game being hard. Madden 2002 on the PS2, it was the complete opposite. You literally could get tapped by somebody's fucking kneecap and get tackled
and fall down.
Yeah. On the run game side of things, but when it came to the passing side of things, it was a lot easier.
Mm-hmm.
So that was kind of the like kind of foreshadowing of how the current games are right now.
Them as far as messing with animation, balancing.
Yeah, and all the rest of it.
Yeah,
So
because
that's
as we
kind of
move forward,
foreshadowing.
the animation for certain things,
Yeah,
they start playing around with.
And seeing that, okay, all right. Madden 2002 frustrated the fuck out of me because I remember we got that. That was that year we got the PlayStation 2 and the original Xbox, Ree and myself. And Madden 2002, we got that on the PlayStation. And then Halo, the first Halo we got on that year.
Mm-hmm. Can't let me stop.
You had something in my throat there. Anyway. Excuse me. So, yeah.
Madden.
I remember 2002, that was like enhanced, I think, read and react defenses, more aggression in the coverage game.
And a lot of marketing talk starting to creep in.
I mean, at some point, those features in the marketing talk were a thing. Just, I believe, overpowered at that point.
Okay.
And that was kind of the thing with the passing game in 2002, is that was kind of the start of, the modern ones now, where if you throw a bad pass, you are going to be punished for that.
Yes.
You were going to be punished
severely.
And then they kind of scaled it back, and the next iteration will be 2003. I think you got to mention that Marshall Faulk was on.
Marshall Faulk was on the cover, baby. He
was definitely cursed.
Yes. After recording 5 straight 1,000-yard seasons, he only started 10 games in 2002, and he did not reach the 1,000-yard mark for the rest of his career. So yeah, just a tad cursed. But 03 introduced EA Tracks. I guess you can just say it's licensed music and the game menus. We do get Minicamp introduced.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. Minicamp was such a good thing. I'd play that for hours. I'd play Minicamp for like the longest time. I remember that.
So now we are in 2003. Madden 04's release.
Excuse me.
I'm a big fan. Michael Vick was on the cover. I remember walking through Walmart with Chris and then seeing it on the behind the glass. I was like, oh, I didn't even know that was coming out.
Yeah, but it did.
Yes. Made a U-turn, purchased that bad boy, stayed up all night. Now, this is one of my favorite Madden games. But in this one, we did get an owner mode, which I thought was awesome. Changed price of food, drinks, tickets, park.
It's 2004, right?
Yes.
Well, when Vic was overpowered.
Yes, they had to change, I guess, the AI for the following game. Because, how you mentioned you could do, what was it, 97? You could run around. Yeah.
Yeah, 97.
Run around all over the place. Yeah, people.
Just with Vic, though.
With Vic,
Just with Vic. Jesus Christ, I remember that. There was some people I was always pissed with playing that. So, man, play with somebody else.
But that was year he ended up fracturing his tibia.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Season was over. It was a wrap.
Preseason, mind you. I think it was preseason, was it not? It was like near the end of preseason?
I think you're right, yeah.
And this is why we're getting rid of preseason.
Yeah.
This is exactly why.
Because
it was even before, I believe it was before the season. Luckily, It was then instead of like late in the season.
Late in the season, yeah. Man. So this game came out on August 11th, 2003. Remember 2K, brother? Remember 2K?
Oh, yeah, I remember 2K.
Well, that year, they acquired the ESPN license.
That's right. That's right. I remember that. The presentation got even better.
And the game went by ESPN NFL Football or NFL 2K4. I don't know. Why does that sound weird?
I think they rebranded it as NFL 2K again, or 2K Football.
Yeah, that's right.
That was 2K4, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. NFL 2K Football. They rebranded it.
So now we're in 2004. We get Madden 2005.
Mhm.
Ray Lewis is on the cover. I think I stopped buying Madden at this time.
Well, glad you stopped because Dad kept buying it at that time.
I know.
That was, so 2005 was really, I would say these next few years were really like a huge jump in not only my play in Madden, but just the development of Madden in general. I would say 2005, I remember Dad bought it for Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
And we would play, like when we first started, play like, 5-minute games and stuff like that. And that was I think it was started the hit stick, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
I remember my first hit stick was on Dad too. I was like, oh, hit stick. And funny enough, Steve was there when that happened.
Yeah.
It was at the house. And I remember I had hit stick Dad coming down the A gap. I was like, oh, hit stick. I finally figured out how to use it. And it was actually a really hit stick then was really fulfilling.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, man, like it doesn't leave a lot to be desired. Like if I want to hit somebody, I can hit somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I mean, it just evolutionized from there on the PS2 anyway. But yeah, Dad was like, why don't we play some full feature games? And you remember when we would sit in the front room on the big plasma TV?
Yeah.
And we would just sit there. We would literally sit there for 2.5, almost 3 hours playing a game.
Oh my gosh.
And we were that dedicated. I wish I was like that with him in Destiny.
Yeah.
I wish I was, but I fucking hate that game. I hate that game so much after they did me dirty and bent me over in the first one. Oh no. I got diddied once. I ain't getting diddied again. God damn it. So yeah, we would go ahead and we'd play, and Dad would play as Washington Redskins. He picked those 70s like dark maroon jerseys with the yellow pants. And a lot of times I let him, like, we would do the home and away thing, like whoever won the last game. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I'd be like, oh, Dad, you can be home, because I wanted to see the jerseys. I like the jerseys. I like those 1970s jerseys. And I guess you can say I'm a closeted Redskins fan now, or I guess Commanders fan now, because growing up watching him play watch all those games and stuff like that.
I think I stopped playing because he kept beating me.
Yeah,
I was
like beating us all. Well, after a while he did, yeah. But Madden 2005, like that was when because he started playing in 2002, I think.
Yeah.
And I don't think he played 03 very much. He didn't play 04 very much. But then when 05 came out, that's when he started playing again.
Yeah, and he started picking up the strategy guides.
Yeah, strategy guides. That man had everything. But yeah, we would sit there and we'd play games and stuff like that. I'm a Panthers fan, so like I would have Dan Morgan as middle linebacker, having like 15 plus tackles a game, because like I would like to use tackles, And yeah, that was fun. That was really fun having to sit there and play and spending a lot of time with him. Like I said, I wish I was like that with Destiny, and I'd sit there and play with him. But normally I just sit on like the foot of the couch and watch him.
Just watch.
Yeah, watch him play it. And I don't like to be there too long too, because now that he has other friends he can play with, I'm like, I don't want him to limit what he can say to these people. So I'm gonna just watch him for a little bit and then let him do his thing. But yeah, 2005 had some pretty cool mechanics, and the engine, the game engine actually changed a bit too. And well, I wouldn't say the game engine changed too much. But I will say the running back mechanics actually changed some, where you can like cut at hard angles and stuff like that, and the body contortions and stuff. But the fact that you could, do coverage audibles, they were a little bit more advanced. And then you also had did you have pass protection then? I think you might have.
Pass protection, was it in there?
Yeah, I think so.
Or was it the following year?
It was the following year, but then you had the hot routes.
Yeah.
You had the hot routes that were a bit more advanced then as well, which was really nice. And then also, your audible adjustments and everything like that, which were really cool. And that's when they started coming out with that. But yeah, Madden 2005, good memories. Good memories. Long games for sure with that game. Long games. But yeah, before that, we didn't even talk about any of our Madden battles back in the day. But I guess we had mentioned it in a previous podcast once.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you would always beat my ass all the time.
Yeah.
But I mean,
it's blurry. I don't remember them.
Well, I mean, I remember some of them, but a lot of them were like one-sided blowouts.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like it was anything close. But yeah, when it came to me and Pops, yeah, we played some good games. We played some knockdown dragouts sometimes. Sometimes he'd blow me out like 50 something to like 20 because he was definitely getting good. Remember, we were the meat shields in Halo. We were the meat shields in
Madden.
In Madden too.
And Ray Lewis did not have any injury that season.
I think he had a good year that following season.
147 tackles. So within the year of 2004, we get NFL 2K5. Terrell Owens is on the cover. You know, the game was developed by Visual Concepts and produced or published by Sega. This was the last NFL 2K game to be released because EA would sign an exclusive rights deal with the NFL. And the rest is history.
I would say, again, this is where everyone would say that the 2K5 had the best presentation in Madden.
Yes,
at that time.
It was.
I agree.
It was like watching, I guess what, ESPN was Sunday nights then. Yeah, it was like watching a real game. Then you had Chris Berman doing the halftime. Not only did you see highlights of your game, you see highlights of another game.
Yeah, it's the same year Madden 2005, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. Do you remember that? We had both of them too. Yes. And Madden ESPN 2K5 was actually at a price point of $20.
It sure was. Had EA shaken, they had to drop the price of their game to $34.99. But $29.99. Sorry.
But I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be very real. The passing game in 2K5 was not that all impressive.
I'm trying to remember.
It wasn't.
I don't think it was. Maybe it wasn't.
If you can't remember it, that tells me a lot. That tells me a lot. But then, like you said, this is when you said 2005. They got the exclusive rights.
Yeah, in 04, but yeah,
04.
But 05 kind of
2006 kind of took off, and I guess we can talk about two generations of 2006 because it was on the PS2, Xbox, original Xbox, and then we now have the Xbox 360.
Yes.
And the PS3 that have come out. Excuse me.
So we're on Madden 06.
Madden 06, yeah.
2005. Donovan McNabb is on the cover. Superstar mode is introduced. I believe, we got the QB vision control thing.
Yeah.
Which I didn't mind it. I thought it was fine.
I thought it was cool.
People were complaining about it, but.
Well, it's because this is one extra, you know what? And the only reason why people were complaining about it, because and we're game nerds too. So I'm not going to sit here and say that this is a bad thing on the other nerds. But what I'm saying is that everyone was saying, well, it's the same game every year. Like, why is it that it's this much when it's the same game? It's only a roster update. And maybe a feature or two has changed. Well, now I know, because you all said that, I have to learn an extra fucking button that does something that I normally don't use. Yeah. But now I have to use it because it's meta in this game now. Thank you, people that don't play simulation sports games. Appreciate you, dirtbags. We don't talk about your games.
Right.
We don't talk about your games at all. Why? Well, most sports people don't play those games. Don't play them at all.
Yeah.
We stay in our lane.
I
play a lot of different games, so it doesn't really matter to me too much. But when I play sports games, I want them to be simple. I don't want to add another button. I don't want to do that. And we've gotten to that point where there's extra buttons.
Adding things, yeah.
But yeah, 2006, the passing cone, that was fun. I thought that was cool. I mean, Tom Brady and Peyton Manning were the best ones to have it with.
Yeah.
For sure. Brett Favre was actually, his cone was pretty good. Who else? What are some other quarterbacks at the time? Okay.
Oh, six.
McNabb's Kung was pretty good. Damn, 2006. What are some quarterbacks then? I watch a guy, Coach Dawkins. He has a couple of channels. It's Miles Dawkins and Coach Dawkins. He plays like all the old school PS2 Madden games and does franchises. And he does trades and stuff like that. He like basically recreates teams and stuff like that from the ground up, which is actually pretty cool to watch. So if y'all want to watch him on YouTube, free pub to you, Mr. Dawkins, you dirtbag you. But yeah, definitely if you're a big Madden fan, if you want to see someone run some franchise mode and stuff like that, definitely look out for him. And then also he does really do good commentary on the games he does play, it's pretty entertaining. He kind of gives me a Chris Berman vibe.
Oh, okay. That's awesome.
He's pretty cool. It's pretty cool to listen to. I used to watch him like every night at one point, but I've been into different videos, but kind of the same things. You said superstar mode, all that good stuff. But 2006 was awesome.
You could also throw the ball, I guess, high, low, lead the receiver, throw behind.
Yeah.
Donovan McNabb did miss 8 games due to injury.
Ooh, shit.
And he had a feud with Terrell Owens.
You know what? I don't think that's football related. I think that's just more like personalities not clashing well.
And the Eagles went 6-10, so I guess he's definitely cursed.
Yeah, he's definitely cursed for that one.
So in 06, we get Madden NFL 07. Sean Alexander is on the cover. And I guess also there was a Hall of Fame edition at the time, and they put John Madden on that cover.
I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, I don't think it was like
it's probably a rare thing.
Yeah, very rare.
Before you even go any further, I know Sean Alexander for sure got the Madden curse because he balled out the year before, and then he just, I don't know what happened to him. He just did not want to play at that point.
Broke his foot.
When?
That season, 06, let's see.
07? 06?
Yeah.
Well, he broke his foot, but why did he run like he was scared all the time at that point? It seemed like anyway.
He played for the Seahawks.
That's fair. That's fair. When did they go to Super Bowl? That was in 06, right?
Did they? Oh, they didn't go with him.
Yeah, they did. I think John Madden was there.
Was he?
Yeah, they didn't go with Marshawn Lynch. He wasn't there that time.
06, that's right, because he went with Fred Weaver?
Leonard Weaver.
Yeah. Yes. Local, yes.
Local guy, Leonard Weaver. Yeah. I actually went to his alma mater in high school. So, and I went to school with his sister, Ashley Weaver. No, wait, was it Ashley? Yeah, it was Ashley Weaver, yeah. Went to school with his sister. He played for the Seahawks. He was on that Super Bowl team. I think he played for quite a few seasons, actually. I think it was like 3 or 4. Then he played with the Eagles for a little while. I'm actually friends with him on Facebook.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, he's pretty cool. I'm friends with Joe Cohen on Facebook, too. So he played with the Eagles for a few years, too, and then ended up having that really nasty knee injury. Do you remember when Nick Chubb tore his knee up when he was in college?
Yeah.
It was the same exact injury. Leonard Weaver got. I mean, if y'all want to pay homage to him, go check out that injury. But if you were squeamish, no, dead ass, go check it out. You know what? Funny enough, when I was younger, I always never wanted to tear my ACL. Lo and behold, tore my ACL.
Well, I don't think anyone wants to.
But I was always definitely afraid of doing that. Here we are.
Then it goes.
So, to pay homage to Willis McGahee.
This
sounds. Yeah, that was
that
bad.
one's burned into my.
Yeah, that was burned into my retinas too. Like the way that worked, the way that looked, and I said to myself, I am going to honor this man by watching this shit every single day, at least once. And I did that for 2 years. I watched it every single day, at least one time.
Yeah.
And the only reason why I did was because he was a warrior just like everybody else in the field, and that's what I wanted to be. Not an ACL torn person, though.
Right.
But I wanted to be that guy who was good enough to be on a stage like that, to go ahead and give it his all, but unfortunately, leave the game due to a very serious knee injury.
Mm-hmm.
Did come back though, play in the NFL.
He
Had
did.
a pretty decent career. Very decent career, actually. We got LaShawn McCoy, who is a hater and does not like any of the Miami Hurricanes running backs.
But I mean, how can you not? They produce great
but
running
LaShawn
backs.
McCoy is such a hater, though. He is. I've heard some of the podcast stuff he said. I'm like, yo. I mean, to each their own, right? But
Yeah.
He's such a hater. But I mean, he's confident in what he's brought to the game, which has brought a lot. But
Mm-hmm.
still a hater. Still a hater. He says he loves Frank Gore, though. I mean, at least he loves one of them.
Right.
But, I mean, Clinton Portis, Will McGahee, but Frank Gore, who else came out of there?
God, he went to Arizona Cardinals. Edgerton
James.
Yes.
James, Joseph Adai. No, Joseph Adai came out of LSU. Who else came out of Miami? That was and then, well, not really, I don't know anybody else after that. To be honest with you, I think those were kind of like the players that were prolific in the NFL. There's really no prolific Miami Hurricanes running backs anymore. Nope. He came from Alabama.
Let's see.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
Yeah, we already mentioned. Okay.
Yeah.
Moving along.
Yeah. So 360 Madden 06. 360 Madden 06. PS3 Madden 06.
Mm-hmm.
So as a Madden consumer, we were duped.
Why you say that?
Well, I mean, did you remember checking out the trailer for that back in the day?
For which one?
Madden 06. So remember, that was the first Madden that was on the next gen at that point.
I probably did. I'm pretty sure I did.
It was Donovan McNabb and a snow game.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and we're thinking
and it was nothing like that.
Oh, yeah. Nothing like it at all. Nothing like it at all. And I was like, oh, my goodness. We're about to get real with this.
Now it makes me think if they put in-game engine or in-game footage at the bottom.
They didn't.
They didn't? Okay.
They didn't. That's now with some of these games now, the day after tomorrow. What was that game that came out recently and was taken off of Steam within 3 days? And not the day after tomorrow, but it's tomorrow something.
Oh, okay.
But it's supposed to be one of those survivor
horror games.
I wouldn't say survivor horror, but survivor zombie / PvP type open world game.
Mm-hmm.
And it looked great. Trailer wise, it looked awesome. Game came out, complete and utter shit. So
y'all need to stop doing that.
Yeah, they do. They really do. That's why the game was only on there for 3 days.
Get good. Make a better product.
Yeah. 06 on the next gen at that time.
Yeah.
Very stiff. Not the best game possible. Dad and I played the hell out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Especially online when we were taking turns playing games and stuff like that. That was fun too. Sitting there watching him play. And this is when Herc was the baby. And Herc's our nephew.
Mm-hmm.
And, when I play with Dad, I'd have Herc in my hand, the bottle in my neck so that he can be fed and I'm playing the game. Or then when I wasn't feeding him, Herc would be oh, he's moving his thumb. Let me grab his thumb in the middle of play. So then let me see what's going on here. And, fucking me up trying to play the game. Can't do it. Can't do it. I wouldn't trade it for the world, though.
Right. Those memories are great.
Yeah.
All right. So we did 06. We did 07. We're on 08. Vince Young is on the cover. God.
What happened?
The Vince Young situation is just crazy.
Which one? Which situation? Him being in Tennessee?
Yes. Tennessee. Yes.
Okay. Gotcha. It's about the whole when he got pulled over and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
he ended up being benched.
Oh yeah, it had some.
Yeah, off-field stuff.
Yeah, whether he left for some mental health or something like that, and mental health at that time, we were probably well, he just needs to will it away. It's fine.
It wasn't something. Let's see, we're in 08, 07. It wasn't brought to the forefront. Something kept behind the scenes. Something I guess companies and teams always wanted to keep hush hush. But
people are getting sued now.
mhm.
So, they're not even keeping it too much behind the scenes. Thank God.
So remember how we had the European version? Now we have Spanish versions or Spanish covers.
Shit.
And Luis Castillo was on
Castillo?
Yes, Castillo. He was on the Spanish version of the game.
Luis Castillo. Was he on the Giants?
I want to say he was the Chargers.
Luis Castillo. Yeah.
Lineman.
Chargers, right? Just when they started with the powder blues again.
In 08?
Yeah.
Did they?
I think so.
Now it's just normal now.
Yeah.
It's like one of those, they always remember them with the dark blue.
Mm-hmm.
But now they put the powder blue, which I think is better.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think half the time I'd always use a team's older uniform.
Yeah. Same.
So, what was that? 08. Make our way to 09. 09 was funny. Brett Favre was on the cover. And on the cover he was with the Packers. But then he announced his retirement. So I guess that's why they put him on the cover. But then before the game was released, he's like, hey, I want to come out of retirement and play for the Jets.
We all know this man didn't want to do training camp.
Yeah, that's when we started really hearing things about players not wanting to do training camp. Hearing more of, we don't want to go, we don't want to. And I guess hearing things about having more practice sessions without pads and all of that, or less practice days.
This is where the quality of football started going downhill.
Yes. Let's see what happened to them that year. I'm retired.
Well, I don't think too much happened to him that year.
Oh, he had a shoulder injury. He wanted to throw a bunch of interceptions. 22 of them.
Ooh, out of how many touchdowns?
22 touchdowns and 22 interceptions.
Okay. That's like James Winston winning the
30 for 30, baby.
Title, the passing title. What was this, 2020? 2021, something like that?
2020. Yeah, the year before Brady got there. Ay. But yeah, Madden 09. Let's see. I guess, where we at? There we go. Okay. For the Spanish version, Roberto Garza was on the cover. EA did allow you to download, I guess, a newer or updated game cover with Brett Favre and a Jets uniform.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. That's when EA was nice. But, so Brett Favre was cursed.
Definitely cursed. Fabry.
So for the next season, Madden 10, we get Larry Fitzgerald and Troy Polamalu on the cover.
Mm-hmm.
They were not cursed.
No, they weren't actually. No. So the mechanics of that game was a little bit different. Gameplay was a little slow.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit slowed down. Player models were different. But it was a breath of fresh air. Very, very much more vibrant than Madden 09. Madden 09 was a very dark and saturated game looking.
Mm-hmm.
It almost felt like 09 was like not complete.
Possibly. Like they started, I don't know, where we at? 09, testing the waters for DLC. Because like I said, you could download the cover. Yeah. I want to say could you download roster updates yet?
I think you could. But then also, they were testing a new camera angle in 09 as well.
Okay.
And then it went into 10.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just I think there were a couple different player models between 09, 10, and 11.
Uh-huh.
And then game speeds were different too. But we're not at 11 yet. But Madden 10 was pretty good. Like I said, it was a slower game.
We did get introduced to Madden Ultimate Team.
Might as well be called Madden Ultimate Team. Might as well be. Ultimate Team, the card game.
Yeah, what is that about? I never understood.
So basically, it's kind of like you can either put like your Madden coins, or you can actually put in like real life money into buying packs and stuff like that.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, sounds very familiar. Magic the Gathering. But anyway, so you would get like various cards. So back then, if I'm not mistaken, when it started back in Madden 10, you just got that card and you used that card and you played online with other people and how they built their teams. Nowadays, now in the later Maddens, you have ways to upgrade attributes on the card. There's multiple cards of the same person with different overalls.
Oh my god!
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff. And you again use Madden coins or Madden points, or Madden points are usually used by your own currency to get
real American dollars.
Yeah, good old American. Give me that green, baby.
Yes. So the following year, Madden NFL 11, Drew Brees on the cover.
Drew Brees.
And they were Saints were the defending Super Bowl champions.
Didn't they do well that next season or no?
No, they did not.
Okay, so they were the curse of that and the curse of the Super Bowl win. Super Bowl hangover. There you go.
Yes.
Now that game was pretty good. That was around the time that I was in college, actually, and I was doing. So, little known fact. I was a Madden hustler back in the day.
What were you doing?
I was actually playing Madden for money back then. And I think the most I won was $300.
Bringing it in. So it was just, hey, I beat you, pay me.
Yeah.
How did this go down?
No, you put the money in the middle. So you front the money. There have been times where I beat people for like 20, 40, $50 and obviously they didn't have the money and I'm like, oh, okay, fuck y'all, right?
Wasting my time.
I mean, I got the sense of pride of beating them. Yeah. But I didn't play anybody until they put money, and I would always have one of my roommates with, just in case if anything wants to go down. I got myself and my roommate. And most of the guys didn't travel with a bunch of other people and stuff like that. So it was safe to do.
Right.
You weren't going to get robbed or anything like that. But what was it? There was a guy, so my roommate would be there. He'd be like, all right, I got the money, holding on to it. And then y'all go ahead and play. And then the roommate would disperse whatever money is to whoever won. So that's kind of how we did it if you were in my dorm. Everybody else was a little different. But I always said, Dave, you put the money in the middle. Put the money on the floor. No shit, no nothing. Like that ass. Like there have been some people where I played Madden and I won more than $300.
Yeah.
There was one guy. I think because he knew I was like a man of my word. Like he wanted to like play a game, like a whole full length 15-minute game, and he wanted to do a stack.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, and people that don't know what a stack is, $1,000. No, we had all just got our financial aid money. So I'm like, okay, you want to do a stack? I mean, it's almost like 3/4 of what I got back. Yeah. But yeah, I'll do a stack with you. Fuck it. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's not my money. And it just doesn't sound great now because now our taxpayers are like, oh, this is what you young fucks are doing with your money that you get with financial aid, you fuckers. Not going to class. Like, no, I went to class though. But yeah, I remember I played him, whooped his fucking ass like 50 something to like 30 or something like that. I whooped his ass. And funny enough, he was leaving to go back to Detroit that night. And he was like, yeah, I'm going to go get it real quick. And I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. And this is where I got the idea, like, all right, you got to put the money in the middle. You got to show me you got it.
Yeah.
So he's like, I'll be back in like 20 minutes. That bitch left. That bitch was gone. I'm like, I was like, oh man, you like shook on it and everything, and you didn't give me a stack that you lost. That's all right, because he was a little douchebag anyway, so it didn't matter. It didn't matter. I already beat him, so that was enough for me. Yeah. So Madden 11 was a lot of memories of either taking people's money or losing money, and yeah, that was my Madden 11 was my like gambling addiction at that point.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, I don't play Aladdin 11, but I did play 12. Peyton Hillis was on the cover.
Garbage ass fuck. This is where we start shitting on him.
Yeah. He did end up getting injured, so I would say he was cursed. Not much change in 12 besides a rule, NFL rule change. Instead of kicking off from the 30, they now would kick off from the 35. You could trade for future draft picks and the franchise mode. And this was the last Madden that allowed you to create your team.
Yeah. I don't know if anyone out there, excuse me, created a lot of their teams. If so, what was your main design to create on those teams? If you want to comment down in the comment section.
I always enjoyed just relocating them to somewhere.
Yeah. That was always a cool thing. Mm-hmm. But man, Madden 12 is fucking horrible. That's just, man, this is where it started going downhill. Madden 12.
I would agree. So in the following year, we get 13. Calvin Johnson's on the cover.
Even worse.
He would have a great season that year. And he would not be cursed.
14 was pretty glitchy.
14, a.k.a. Madden 25. I did not play that
No, 13 was glitchy. I'm sorry.
Oh, 13. Okay.
13 was glitchy. But, 13 was a more free-formed
Are we
12.
coming to the end of the PlayStation 3 life cycle?
Mm-hmm. 25 was, or Madden 14, 25 was
Adrian Peterson on the cover.
Mm-hmm. It was actually Barry Sanders on Madden 25
right.
on 360 and PS3.
Correct. Barry Sanders was on, I guess, the past gen at that time.
Mm-hmm.
Adrian Peterson was on the new gen.
Which was Xbox One, PS4?
Yes.
Probably in the era of 360 and PS3, that was probably the best Madden.
Really?
Come out, yeah.
Okay.
Game speed was pretty quick. They fixed a lot of issues when it came to like gravity tackling and, or suction tackling, I want to say, and a lot of like just glitches that were in that game. The AI was a lot better. This is when they introduced read options.
Okay.
Introduced that. It was just an all around better game in my opinion. Some people might have different opinions on that. It's like, oh, it was just even glitchier.
Right.
Even glitchier than 13 and 12. 12 fucking sucked because you couldn't run the ball anywhere. It was kind of like you couldn't run the ball, and passing was easy.
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of like what 2002 and 2001 was.
Really?
Just
okay.
In that aspect. 13 was just all around awful. It just wasn't good. 14 was great.
Adrian Peterson did receive the Madden Curse. He did end up missing a bunch of games.
Yeah, so if we want to go to the next gen at that point, which would be Xbox One, PS4, the game was super stiff.
Mm-hmm.
I see what they were trying to do with the realism, with cutting and stuff like that. It was in its infancy with the Ignite engine, I think it was.
Yes.
Yeah. So the Ignite engine was the game engine that powered the players. It was just way too clunky.
Mm-hmm.
It was way too clunky. It wasn't smooth at all. And then, updates came out for it as time went on. Just wasn't a great game. Wasn't a great game. And we're getting into the nitty gritty of Madden not being great for a while.
Yeah, just really, I don't know, I guess roster updates, because I only purchased 15 and 17, and that was just to play Pops. Other than that, I could care less what Madden had to offer.
You know what? It offered very much. 15 had a
Richard Sherman on the cover.
Yeah, had Richard Sherman on the cover. I think he might have experienced curse. I think he got hurt.
He was good.
I thought he got hurt. I got hurt one of those years.
Not that year. I think the following year.
Yeah, he got hurt. I think it was like his shoulder or something like that. Or elbow. I think it was his elbow. Madden 15 was awful. But the player animations and the player structures, like how they looked, the graphics had changed on it. It looked a little bit more realistic. But the feel of the game was still really stiff. It was kind of one of those things where...
Yeah, it was, yeah.
It was still trying to figure out what the identity of Madden was. And you don't really find the identity of Madden until like maybe a couple of games in. 15 definitely was not it, for sure. Definitely not. still had the same features with Ultimate Team, franchise, all the rest of good stuff. But then this is on when franchise was actually starting to hit rock bottom with, the features and stuff like that as the PS2
I don't know.
gave.
I always enjoyed franchise, but I guess other players who didn't, because this is really when, I don't know, I felt, maybe even before then, it was all about multiplayer.
Mm-hmm.
So they just kept the other stuff, just keep around the other fans.
Yeah, and this thing, I think it might have been this one or the one previous, or even like previous games before, but even the PS2 games were able to do this. Since it's a simulation game, a lot of people want to be able to, enjoy the simulation of a real life experience. And even the Pro Bowl, they couldn't get multi helmets on there of the respecting teams.
Oh, really?
Took them a while.
I
think Madden 2021, either 20 or 21 was the first one they started getting back into that. Because they say the coding just didn't work out. No, y'all motherfuckers were just lazy. That's all that was.
Oh yeah, that's all it is. Yes. So Madden 16 has Odell Beckham Jr. on the cover. He did not receive any injury or have a crappy season, so he misses the Madden Curse.
Yeah, this introduced the spectacular catch feature.
Oh, did it?
It did. It was super overpowered depending on the receiver. If you had a tall receiver, super overpowered.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was no different than what it was in Madden 07 and 08
when they had receiver.
Yeah. When they had the traits for each character, like you had the rocket for fast player, you had the hands for big hands or a sure catcher, no different than what it is now. And I think, a lot of people forget that those features started back in 06 and 07 and 08 back on the PS3 360.
Let's see. Madden 17 features Rob Gronkowski.
God.
He does suffer from the Madden Curse.
Yeah, he does. Quite a few times, actually. A few injuries he sustained since then.
Like I said, I think before I picked up 25, this was the last one that I've played. And then Madden 18, we get Tom Brady.
Even worse. The games have started like declining at this point. I remember playing Madden 18. I was playing one of my buddies.
Yeah.
And the highlight stick or the juke stick that you can use, it didn't work very well in 17 and in 18.
Okay,
didn't
so
work
they were
well
really
at all.
Being lazy.
Yeah,
not
didn't work.
QAing their stuff.
The animations for juking were very slow, and then once you were in that animation, there was no way to get yourself out of it. You were just in it, and then if you broke a tackle, it took forever for you to just get back on track to what you're doing.
Right.
And the opposing defense would have time to catch up to you and tackle you. And it was an every time thing, man. The authenticity of Madden just was going downhill for sure. Oh my God. 18 was awful.
Introduced a story mode, I guess called Long Shot.
Yeah, we will talk about that.
Moving right along, Madden 19, Antonio Brown is on the cover, and he does suffer the Madden Curse.
I think he suffers a lot of things. But we're not going to get into that.
Off the field stuff, yes. Also, they had another Hall of Fame edition that year with Terrell Owens on the cover. But
yeah, I do remember that. I did play on that game the year prior. So if you were on the Madden Challenge the year prior, you got the Mad tag for it whenever you play somebody.
Yeah.
So the Madden, what was it? The Madden Challenger or whatever it is. You got that tag if you were in that.
Okay.
And I remember when I first played it, I bought it, unfortunately, like a dumb idiot. Because Madden 19 was awful. Oh, I played my third or fourth game. I played a guy that was a Madden Challenger. I whooped his ass.
Took him to the house.
I was like, you're a Madden Challenge. I sent him a message. Now Xbox people they be sending you messages when you suck. So I had to do it. I was like, can you call yourself Madden Challenger? Get out of here. Get out of here.
Yeah, I mean, really, the next 5 games, just knock it out.
All in one?
Yeah, because I don't think they changed much between each year.
18, 19,
20.
20? 20 got
20.
better. 20, that was when actually
Mahomes
I
was on the
enjoyed it.
cover.
Yeah, Mahomes
Did
was on
not
the cover.
suffer Madden Curse.
That's one. 20 I actually enjoyed. It was a bit arcadey,
Mm-hmm.
but I enjoyed that one. 21
Lamar Jackson
did not, I don't think
does
he
not
suffered
suffer the Madden cover.
That one wasn't a great weld. It was another feature. Throwing out of a sack was the new feature in that one.
Gosh.
Interception.
Yeah.
Interception. Every time. Or most times anyway when I played. And I didn't really like that game.
Defenders running the route for the wide receivers. 22 features Mahomes and Tom Brady on the cover.
Yeah.
They did not suffer the Madden Curse.
They did not. I think Mahomes won
Super Bowl.
Super Bowl? No, not Mahomes. Brady won the Super Bowl? Or was it prior to?
Sorry. Where we at 22, 21? Yeah, Brady won Super Bowl 21? 20.
Okay.
The year of nothing.
Oh, yeah, that's right. The year of nothing. COVID 52.
Madden 23 featured John Madden on the cover due to his passing the following year.
Bless his soul. Rest in peace, John Madden.
Mm-hmm. Madden 24 featured Josh Allen.
I didn't play too much at 24. And then 25, I didn't play too much of it either, just because we have a nephew that likes to commandeer any game that I buy.
So for 24, Josh Allen did not receive the Madden Curse. 25, I'm on the fence about the Madden Curse because Christian McCaffrey has always been hurt his entire career.
He got the Madden Curse.
And then, unfortunately, he missed a handful of games this season.
Yeah, was it a knee? Something like that.
I believe it was, yeah. Multiple injuries, but yeah. I think they put him at IR at one point.
Yeah. I remember he went into the game this past season. He went into a game, played a little bit, and you could just tell like something was off with him.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think he like took a hit, but just not being able to put the ground force application with his legs to the grass.
Yeah.
And you could see that it was agonizing. I feel for the guy because he's a great player.
Just sucks that he's always hurt all the time.
Yeah.
Like, jeez.
Yeah. Sometimes that's the genetics portion of, humans. People just can't hold up as well. But they've now announced Madden 26 as of this last week.
Have they? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully they bring some cool features and some new updates.
Oh, well, I'm hoping so too. I don't foresee too much happening.
No faith, huh?
No, but I'll still go buy it. It's Madden. Still go buy it. This is my only football fix I get besides watching highlights here and there. But I don't watch full games anymore like I used to.
Mm-hmm. I mean, no one else can make it. Well, at least for now. I think. Let me double check.
I know NCAA 26 has been announced too, or getting ready to be announced shortly.
Because I believe Madden or EA's license is up at the end of this year.
Well, they gotta do something. They gotta do something. So, was it?
Yeah, set to expire at the end of 2025.
And then you got 2K games coming out with a not simulation, but a arcade NFL game.
Mm-hmm.
So, if that has some success, who knows? Who knows who'll get the exclusive rights?
As much as I give crap 2K for what they do with the NBA game, I honestly would not mind.
Mm-hmm. I would, but I wouldn't at the same time as well.
Because I liked when they did the whole era thing. That would be interesting to do with football players.
Yeah, that would be. I guess we'll see. Madden does that, though.
Do they?
Mm-hmm.
Where they can say, hey, let's just switch up the draft class of this year?
Well, I wouldn't say the draft class, but, you can pick the teams from...
Oh, yeah.
Like, normally. But, no, I don't think they do that. But I believe that would be cool. A cool concept as well.
Thank you guys for listening to us talk about John Madden. I hope you enjoy this episode.
I got the rock in my hand. I got John Madden. Thank you, Ludacris, for that.
Thank you again. We out.
Peace.